paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive. They're selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weirdo woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like soul. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
I said certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass P word. Make that pullout game weak. Yeah, you effin' with some wet ass P word. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. Give me everything you've got for this wet ass P word. Beat it up, N word, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This P word is wet, come take a dive. And continue along these lines. And it gets significantly more vulgar. Like, a lot more vulgar.
I keep that thing on me. God damn it, Bobby. They see me selling propane and now they trying to copy. Pretend to be broke, but I got hella cash. If you use charcoal, I'ma kick your ass. Made this money from propane, bitch. I feel like Pablo Escobar, but I don't sell cocaine, bitch. Shot that fella cause he didn't make his payments. Fuck with me, I keep a rocket launcher in my basement. Made this money from propane, bitch. I feel like Pablo Escobar, but I don't sell cocaine, bitch. Shot that fella cause he didn't make his payments. Fuck with me, I keep a rocket launcher in my basement. Oh man, goddamn, I caught Bobby jacking off. Syrup ain't no cough. Big Hank, break the law. Lady Bird, that's my dog. Peggy got that wet, I'll flip you like a tech deck. Yeah, I run my set, I'm running up them checks. If you using charcoal, that's a red dot at your head. Propane till I'm dead, bitch, I'm off the meds. We be smoking loud, and you smoking on mid. Me and Dale getting lit, and I'm running from the feds. Made this money from propane, bitch. I feel like Pablo Escobar, but I don't sell cocaine, bitch. Shot that fella cause he didn't make his payments. Fuck with me, I keep a rocket launcher in my basement. Made this money from propane, bitch. I feel like Pablo Escobar, but I don't sell cocaine, bitch. Shot that fella cause he didn't make his payments. Fuck with me, I keep a rocket launcher in my basement.
Your dreams go down the drain. Come on, wagey, join the crew. Don't you want your wages too? And if the boss man makes you blue, you deserve it, you're a screw. Can come round after ages. You can come collect your wages. Through your bodies have your
Yeah, it's a B-Root broadcast. Let's go. So hype. So hype. Bring that fire. It's Sunday. It's gonna be beautiful today. I'm freaking. It's gonna be good. Are you excited? I'm excited. So good. Day 2 of the Freedom Convoy. I mean, Rolling Thunder. How could I forget? Yeah, finally. How's it going, Techno? My God. Yeah. I think I'm going to do an IRL stream. I'm going to go out to Tam Tams. Go get some sunlight. Maybe do some slacklining. Whoa. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good stream. Take care of some business in the afternoon. Go hang out at the park. Maybe dance in the drum circle. Tam Tams. Woo. Yo, even if you not even a big fan of Tam Tams, like, it's just been years. It's just been years since I've been able to go and just ignore it. And now I can go and actually maybe enjoy it. I'm hippie enough. I'm in touch with my hippie self to go dance with the acid heads and the drummers. Like, I will absolutely do that. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. I think, so I'm just fixing the music because I could go get my slackline and bring it to Tam Tams, and it would be really lovely and wonderful. Really good time. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. So we'll maybe tune in later. I don't know if I'll just do some TikToks. Might be easier just to do that, just to take a couple videos and kind of show people who might not be familiar with Tam Tams what it's all about. And maybe after I do that, I can set up a live stream, set up a slackline. It's kind of gray in Toronto. Bummer. No, we got beautiful sun. It might hit like 20 degrees, maybe even like 18, like just that perfect temperature. So I'm kind of excited. I think I'm going to go downtown. We blasting off, everybody. And then we're going to go check out Rolling Thunder. Now, just like yesterday, I'm going to go through the like CBC mainstream, like, here is our footage, and we'll see what we can learn from that, and then we'll cut to live streams while we wait for like proper things to come up. So yeah, let's get to it, everybody. Okay. Just gonna bring that on over. Yeah, the National's pretty good. All the people who say CBC is like lying to you and fake news, like doesn't watch the National. It's like pretty bog standard stuff. Like,
on this Saturday night, a second day of protests in Ottawa.
Freedom!
The multiple messages behind the demonstrations at the National War Memorial.
They're attacking veterans to try and have legitimacy.
As police prepare to fend off another.
We watched that guy, like, he was spitting hard yesterday.
Another potential occupation. Resisting a Russian advance.
He said that situation is horrible. Russians are bombing Azovstal every day.
Growing pleas for the safe evacuation of a steel plant shielding Ukrainians. And severe storm threat across the U.S.
This is Andover,
So
Kansas.
we're only going to pay attention.
A destructive tornado
the
rips
Freedom
through
Convoy
Kansas
news.
as separate weather systems
Looks
leave
like just
40
a-
million people.
Here you go. Sorry, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy.
On this Saturday night, a second day of protests
Thanks,
in
Technomica.
Ottawa. The multiple messages behind the demonstrations at the National War Memorial.
They're attacked.
So yeah, we heard that, and we got a good interview with this guy right here. So I think only the first segment is going to be about the rally. So let's just skip right to that.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Downtown Ottawa is once again the scene of mass protests. A series of rallies are expected to clog the capital through the weekend. Many attendees took part in the weeks-long occupation of Ottawa in February. Police have made several arrests and say they will not let protesters paralyze the city. Dan Spector has our top story from Ottawa
Super Grand
tonight.
Toronto Milk Toast.
These too many who felt abandoned by police during the convoy occupation see this demonstration as a test for authorities. And residents we've spoken to feel officers are taking this one a lot more seriously.
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
They promised
Watching like CBC journalists keep like a straight face while people are shouting milk toast in the background. This is gold.
It would be loud, and they delivered. Hundreds of motorcycles rumbling through Ottawa as people lined the streets to cheer.
I should have shouting freedom. Yeah, is that not what I said? I really wish I gotta get my shit together. I'm gonna get a gimbal. I'm gonna buy some battery packs. I'm gonna see if I can figure out this whole IRL thing. I just downloaded a bunch more. Like I just expanded my data. I was at 4 gigabytes. Ugh. So my last IRL stream at the Montreal Freedom Convoy was expensive, let's say. But yeah, so hopefully I can do it a bit more easily. I got 35 gigs.
Them on.
Your name.
The ride carefully monitored by police who are restricting vehicles from entering certain areas. The bikers just one of several groups with different messages descending on the city for a
What a simple concept, eh? Just keep the people out from the downtown core.
weekend of protest.
Simple but
Honoring the
effective.
veterans. Straightforward. Honoring the veterans.
The bikers had links to a
We listened to a lot of that yesterday. It was pretty good, except for the whole climbing on top of the memorial. Oh.
Saturday morning rally at the National War Memorial. Speakers angry about the cenotaph being fenced in during the convoy protests in the winter that lasted more than 3 weeks.
That's what they were angry about? That it was fenced in? It was to protect it from you.
They held a wreath-laying ceremony in the presence of several Canadian Forces veterans.
Like
it was shameful what the government did when they put those fences around that. Like, that should never, ever happen again.
But
look at how they're twisting it all up. That's what was shameful? Oh, man. Oh, man.
not all
geez.
veterans were on board, some taking part in a counter-protest.
There you
Every
go. This
conspiracy,
guy was pissed.
every nutter, every grift asking for money, they're attaching veterans to try and have legitimacy.
Yeah!
Some at the veterans
Preach it,
rally
brother.
praised the occupation earlier this year, many of them having taken part.
The convoy in Ottawa was a glimmer of hope.
I'm worried that we're going to end up a communist country.
This is why we're watching the CBC, everybody. They did the work. They interviewed people. They edited it down to perfect clips.
A few hundred people from another
Amazing.
group gathered for an anti-vaccine, anti-mandate rally on Parliament Hill. There were some heated
my
exchanges.
God. I was joking about the Braveheart thing, but someone actually painted himself up like Braveheart.
Gathered for an anti-vaccine, anti-mandate rally on Parliament Hill. There were some heated exchanges between protesters and fed-up Ottawa residents.
We don't want this around here. Send them all home.
After facing
Whoa.
strong criticism,
Spicy.
police are being assertive as they try to avoid a repeat of the
Yeah,
convoy.
it was. It was Kraus. It was. I recognized him immediately. He had that tenor, that baritone or bass.
Arrests were made at a Friday night rally. At least 2 people were taken into custody on Saturday, including this man reportedly breaking bail conditions after being arrested here in February. Officers are
Oopsie.
handing out hundreds of tickets and towing dozens of vehicles.
Look at that car. Oh my God, the windows smashed in. Oh, even the back is all smashed. Oh my goodness.
We wanted to make sure that our communities and our neighborhoods are protected. At the same time, we want to make sure that people have the right to protest.
The weekend is set to conclude with a church service Sunday morning.
You could see the taser things in that guy's side. Oh, jeez.
Many Ottawa residents hoping this time the demonstrators leave once it's over. Need to.
Yeah,
Dan
that's
Spector
the thing.
in Ottawa. Thanks,
Stay
Dan.
for the weekend.
Ukrainian forces are fighting to hold back a
And that's
Russian
it?
advance.
Is that all the content? That's all that CBC cares about. One of the most important stories in our country right now. I'm joking. Ukraine's very important. Yeah, that's it. That's it from CBC. So Global News, not CBC. Excuse me. So yeah, we're gonna move on to some of the live footage that we may have missed yesterday. There's stuff from Ottawa. There's one that I thought might be really interesting. This one's a bit off the beaten path, and it's from their perspective. Like, a lot of this protest has been happening like this, and I thought it might be interesting to watch that while we wait for live streams to come up. And we also have live from the shed, who we saw on Viva Frey's stream. He only has like a 2-hour stream, so we'll go check that out and see, see how that plays out. But check this out. This is a really interesting vibe.
On the right, convoy, I'm on the right. Look at that. Out of his truck.
You saw that? Chris Guy ended up speaking? Okay, we'll try to... A flag got away.
Hey, Sean, you got a Shabby? You got a long tail behind you between me and you, man. If we're gonna try to stay together, maybe you guys have to make a move or something.
We'll try to find the Chris Guy.
Alright, we're out of it. We're done 1 mile. Freedom secured, freedom secured. Alright, never mind. They took this exit here. They all took that exit. We opened up. Great job, Freedom 4, getting that flag.
Great job, Freedom 4, getting that flag.
Bagger down, Paul, bagger down.
Yo, I knew this was gonna be great.
To the exit here, we're 0.8 miles. Yeah,
Chris Guy now here and
we're
speaking
taking
out.
this exit up here. Exit 105, 105 is our exit number, convoy, 105 exit.
Oh, is he a Holocaust tonight?
We're on 105, that doesn't mean do 105, you want 105.
Oh, I didn't realize Chris Guy...
TV channel 105. Moving right as you go.
I heard some counter-protesters ruin the truckers' fun in Olympia. There's they got egged or something. Like colored eggs too, painted eggs.
Up the hill, exit 10 Roger. We're gonna bank it on over to the right here. Watch this merging traffic. And that right lane's gonna end.
This is so much more than is necessary. You're just driving down a pretty empty... Traffic is not that heavy. Okay, so this is a vibe. And we'll hang here for as long as, it's fun and entertaining. And then we'll move on to some of the more...
Mic check, man.
One-on-one POV stuff.
Successfully slipped it in on her side of the bed.
On her side of the bed? What was that?
Sean, we're crawling, man. We're crawling back here. Alright, we're off the exit right now. We're off the exit. It'll be a little out. Yeah, I got a quarter mile behind you. I got a visual.
Paul Revere?
Oh,
Oh God. One if I land, two if I see freedom-loving truckers come follow me. Yes! Yes! Truck yes, brother. Truck yes. Holy shit, that's good. Oh my God. One if I land, two if I see freedom-loving truckers come follow me. Wow. Is NaPoWriMo over? Holy shit, that is so fucking funny.
Sorry, man. At this point.
I am
checked.
Broken in two. Hey, Canadian girl. This looks like the American convoy they were throwing eggs with paint at them yesterday. Really? I was just interested in this because it's like you're in it. You're in the wheel. It's a great vibe. This is pretty much, welcome to the stream, by the way. This is pretty much all these guys do. They just live stream themselves driving on the interstate. Yeah, it must be expensive, eh? But, I mean, it's a real, you get a real sense of camaraderie, right? Like you see other people driving on the road, you're watching out for one another. There's a real sort of like, let's take care of one another. And then when you show up, you get to see them and hang out and party. Like that explains why there's so much like energy at these convoys or at the protests. Nice clicky keyboard. Oh, you can hear that? Yeah, it's a mechanical keyboard. I write a lot. I'm sorry. I had to hand in a 42-page paper. You know, like I need all the help I can get.
Exit. Roger.
Yeah, I'm a gamer. I'm sorry, everybody. I was born this way.
Alright, y'all, we're going to grab exit 105 for 14th Avenue, and we're going to stay to the left once we make the exit. Come on up, little boy, come on up.
Come on up.
Come on.
Yes. I'm going to see if I can try to find the full Clear Sky speech. Because, actually, you know what? I'll probably get in trouble. Who knows what he says? Guy's a loose cannon. 14 minutes, Red Voice Media. February 6, 2022, so this is old. Yeah, it's tough to find.
Let's gather up here. Let them get off the exit before we get up here too. We'll be up there before we can.
Paul Revere on the bumper. I know. I cackled.
All right.
Paul, help me with this though.
Coming off of the exit ramp, guys. You're clear behind you. Coming in here. You're clear behind you.
Paul Revere was the one who like announced that the British were coming, right?
Hey, Sean, you can just park in here and wave these guys around you if you want. And then we can all roll in together. Yeah, I'm gonna go down this traffic circle and just, I'm gonna ease up right there. I got a tunnel we gotta go through.
Oh, this is in Olympia. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Makes so much more sense. I'm wondering why I'm seeing so many American flags. The accents are a bit off. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just clicking in for me right now. That would explain the American reference. Okay, all right, okay. So let's skip over to Ottawa. I've had my fill. We get it. This is the vibe. Might come back later if you just want to chat and have some background music. This is live from the shed. We got to see him appear on Viva Frey's stream, so I think it'd be funny to watch it from his perspective.
After last night and this morning, I was exhausted, needed a bit of a break, so went and had some lunch and a nice iced frap, and I don't know what you call them. I don't go to.
He drinks frappuccinos, everybody. Lexington and Concord, the British are coming. Oh wow, yeah, you know it.
Starbucks too often, but I went to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Got a fancy drink.
Yo, look at this flag. That person's clearly patriotic.
And yeah, just went around, and it's always nice to actually talk to people without the camera on. So
yeah, this guy seems pretty chill.
Went around, got to talk to
a
few people.
There's a couple live streamers on the right that I can tolerate. That I'm just like, okay, yeah, you're all right. You're pretty based. My favorite part was Viva Frey clarifying that he's not a journalist, he's a documentarian. I'm just like, okay, that's an interesting hair you're splitting there. Why are you doing that, Mr. Lawyer Guy? Should I be following your lead? The accountant at work didn't know how much I got paid, so I gave myself a raise. Nice, good job.
And
way to go.
Yeah, just see.
That's the power of language, everybody.
What's all going on? Sorry, just checking a message here. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream this morning. That was that was special, wasn't it? It's. You know, you almost don't want to do another stream because that was just so perfect. Not often that
yesterday
you get to stream from a sidecar in a motorcycle rally. So, yeah, really great. Really great morning this morning. If you haven't got a chance, go back and watch that live stream from the sidecar, and then be sure to check out Viva Frey and some of the others who were filming from the Veterans for Freedom Memorial, so you can actually see the memorial itself.
My favorite part is when they ask people to please get down from the memorial, please climb down from the top of the memorial. We're trying to sanctify this space again, remember?
Didn't get to see the memorial event myself, and so yeah, just got back up on the hill, and we're gonna do the march now soon. The march kind of unfortunately fell apart last night, so vibes are good here. Lots of people on the hill, and hoping for a great march this afternoon. So, shall we? I think we're gonna get started soonish. There's a band. Oh, someone says they're on their way to Ottawa. Good. Well, there'll still be. I'm sure there'll be lots of people around. Hey, it's me filming me. What's up? How's it going? There. Now you don't have to move. You can just watch. She's what? See, now you can see all yourselves. There you go. Hello. Yeah. What? I'm Dave. Why? Who's filming?
I'm Dave.
Oh, you're filming me.
Yeah, I did not know.
I thought you were watching mine, and then
live from the shed.
Hey, which one are you so we have to see these videos?
Oh, live from the shed. That's...
There's so much clout chasing. I have to say, I've never seen so much such a high concentration of clout chasing. Everybody's live streaming. Everyone's.
Yeah, Big Bear. I just met Big Bear in person.
They're getting the views. I mean,
hey.
We're gonna take pictures.
Nice to meet you. What? You're gonna take pictures?
Big Bear was like, holy.
What's up?
Hey man, I'd rather be getting views doing this than ASMR or something, you know?
Hi. What about a
countdown?
bunch of fun guys?
Here, we'll do selfie mode.
Remember, everybody wants to be an influencer and sell t-shirts. Everyone. Even you.
Oh, tilt it. I'm still there.
You're too tall.
Here, we'll go down. I'll go down. I'll go down lower. Here we go.
That was quite the laugh, eh?
Get you on the camera.
I don't know how to do
there.
it.
Oh, how do I? Oh, tilt it. I'm still there.
You're too tall.
Here, we'll go down. I'll go.
He like inhales when he laughs. It's high pitched.
Go down. I'll go down lower. Here we go. There you are. Hey.
Aww, celebrity culture.
Nice to meet you.
Ooh,
Not the whole time. No, I was. I slept in a hotel for. We all got soft later on. Yeah. I spent a few nights in there, but.
It's because he's getting those donos.
What?
It's a long time.
No, the shed was our office, so we had meetings in there, and it's
Did
just.
you really go on the top?
Oh yeah, there was a stage up top. Did you not see the stage?
See him?
What?
Yeah, if you watched, you knew there was a stage. She
You're on there.
She just outed herself. She's not a true believer.
Oh. Yeah, we had a stage
We
on there.
appreciate you.
Hmm?
I watched you. A lot of people watched you.
I appreciate it.
And we appreciate you. We really do.
Thank you.
At least we're giving the full story.
Okay,
So-
all right. We're gonna skip past the fan service.
So yeah, good, eh?
And here's all I managed to find on Chris Sky. Just a 14-second clip.
Thing we need to remember is the truth. This is not about our health and safety. This is about control. As soon as you get that very basic fact through your brain, the maths don't make any more sense. And
Whoa. Yikes. That's not good. That man is not saying good words. I feel like we came across him during the... that was a different spot though. We watched a lot of speeches, but not from that angle.
Yeah, we got a great crowd out here. So should be a good march tonight. Ideally, less dramatic than last night would be nice for Dave's brain. Hey, how's it going? What's
Known
up?
Holocaust designer. Yeah. He organized the Toronto rally. There's other stuff that like the Rolling Thunder organizer is distancing himself from them. Yeah, I came across someone who screen grabbed one of his tweets, and it's like, Spaghetti-O. Stay away from that guy. He's a
How
bad
are you?
one. He's a bad egg.
What? Yeah, I think a little windburn from the sidecar ride too. So. Oh, nice sweater, by the way. Very good.
Oh,
wow. Was that from online?
Yes.
Yeah.
Merchandise.
Oh, that turned out well. Yeah. Good.
Watch, is that nice?
Perfect.
We the Fringe.
Nice.
Imagine wearing that. Unironically.
Yeah, ready to march?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna crash hard tonight.
would
It'll be
you-
nice. So.
Chat, would you wear a We the Fringe hat? Or would you wear like a Freedom Convoy hat, ironically or unironically?
We're all staying in my room.
Yeah.
We're all spooning in bed. We've been up.
TMI. Would you like to tell the world too? How many people are you fitting in a room?
Ironically, 100%.
6. And we are all spooning in the beds.
There you go.
But this is what you do for friends.
Nice orgies,
Right?
everybody.
That's
confirmed orgies.
That's taking the fringe hugs to a next level.
No, man. Come on. What are you talking about? Orgies are definitely on the fringe. Let's go. You'd wear it, ironically? All right. Yo, that's okay. 2 for 2. I think I'm going to try to rock this fit most of the summer. I think like this hat, I just got to pair it well. It doesn't pair with everything. It's got to be like, I thought pairing it with like the Indian sweater was really funny. It was a real strong clash. It's like, what is happening? All the way. I would use the hat in the same way Larry David wore the MAGA hat. Oh, yes, that's exactly right. Okay, that's what I'm going with. That's so funny. Pair it with a flannel. Okay, like because I have like a plaid loose red flannel shirt that's like a semi sweater, and I think those two would go really well.
Family. Where are you parked?
At an undisclosed location.
Gonna rock some trucker glasses.
You gotta get used to what you say on the live streams. No, it's fine. Yeah,
you're being watched.
United we stand. Someone says too much love here. Spoon your friends. Yeah.
Spoon your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oakley's on top.
There you go. She said there's always room for one more. So if you guys need a place to stay.
Ooh, did you hear that?
You too.
There's room for you.
Be in the 6-person room.
Are you near Ottawa? Do you crave human touch? Freedom! Round and round we go, everybody.
Hey!
Who's ready to march?
Who's ready to march?
I said, who's ready to march? Who's ready?
Hey! Yeah, let's go. Did they actually? It's amazing that like weeks into this protest, this movement, actually months into this movement, speeches can still consist of solely the word freedom. No one blinks an eye. No one second guesses it and goes, that's unusual.
Sam from the little shed.
Hey, everybody.
You may remember.
Interview.
Got the OG live from the shed. These were made in Ottawa.
The original.
The very
Thank you, Prime
original.
Minister.
I lost mine, or it got lost in the shed.
Yeah, this is the kid biking, and then they put the stick in the front wheel and trip, and then go, thank you, Trudeau.
Or something. I
There
don't
are a
know.
box with a few of them left in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Those can go to the museum.
Yeah.
As I like to call him, Trudeau authoritarian.
We're gonna auction them off.
We'll
for, like,
auction them off one day. How many
ridiculous
do we have
amounts of
left? That's actually a thing we could do.
If they look like this,
Yeah.
right? Same company.
How
that
was the undisclosed location last night? Was it a good time?
It was really good. Everything's still tucked away.
Yep.
Everything's preserved.
Was there a good crew out there?
There was a good crew out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we're going.
Yeah.
Is that still the plan?
Yeah, like it'll it won't be anything announced from here or the hill.
Yeah.
But people can pass the word along, and there should be a crew showing up.
You're gonna have a real busy week.
Sounds organized.
Just combobulating the day's events. Eh?
Oh, I know. And all like Friday night, I want to watch all those lives and figure out what the heck went on. And I see people are emailing me tips already and stuff. So
what's really disturbing me is, I mean, the ridiculous amounts of money and police they brought down to shut off the monument. Okay, and then 20 minutes after it was over, the road was opened up, and vehicles can go through. And we never had that large amount of police come down here and shut this off. Why?
Wait, it's such a simple story to tell. There's a lot of police there to prevent the lockdown, the occupation of the downtown core. Why is he tripping over this?
Yeah, no, it was very strange even today.
Yeah, you gotta get your freedoms in the chat. Okay, that's gotta be like one of our first emotes, some sort of freedom emote. What represents freedom? What is it? Is it the goose? Is it Ducker Z?
These roads closed,
Yeah.
but somehow.
Uh-oh, is there an injury on?
I do have duckers.
Maybe probably need some more water.
Get a picture with both sheds. Oh,
Sure.
Maybe we add like the word
He's
freedom.
probably a little dehydrated, I bet. I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what, David? Isn't it just both? You're either like frostbite or heat stroke.
Yeah, I'm sunburned here, so.
I got a chance to go over and stand where.
Selfie.
Get in there. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
All right.
It's a video selfie.
My phone's been acting very
freedom.
weird today. But
Yeah, it's
Cute.
sometimes the sun makes it overheat and stuff. Hey,
Yo, I
take
never
care.
thought there'd be
I got
freedom
a chance
fighters
to go
again.
down and stand in front of the light there and the proximity.
Great.
This guy had a big conversation with Viva Frey, and he like sells t-shirts.
Get ready.
An influencer who sells t-shirts.
Okay, hope to see you later.
Yep. See ya. Yeah, Yeah, Sam. We'll see how.
ETA in 2 minutes.
We'll see how much energy I have after this. I'll either come over or I'll. Okay. I'll make it down.
Stretches in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
I'll make it work. And then are you coming to church tomorrow?
Thank you for
Bikers church?
Are we allowed to even get in there? I heard it's all
Wait, there's a bikers church?
cordoned off.
Well, you just have to park further
I think he
away.
broke a record.
We're used to that around.
Yeah. Okay. See you, buddy.
Behave yourself.
10:30. Hey, I was ready to cab earlier.
Oh, I recognize him from the Montreal convoy.
Behave yourself.
That guy right there. He was when I was live streaming from Montreal. He was like standing right in front of me. I remember him very clearly. He was a big one.
10:30.
And he wore
Hey, I
that
was renting the cab earlier. You were riding shotgun. I see Oh, you.
Kind
I
of
was like,
puppy
oh,
eye.
that's shit. That was good fun.
That was hilarious. I seen you riding in there. I'm like, oh man, this is awesome.
Well, there's the Gadsden flag, and that one I don't recognize. I might be covering it up. Sorry, 1 second. Maybe if we just go back.
Hey, I was
renting the cab earlier. You were riding shotgun. I see you. I was like, oh, that's shit.
That was good fun.
That was hilarious. I seen you riding in there. I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. Cool.
We love our boys.
We're gonna march again here, eh?
Yeah. Here you can see it just really briefly. I'm curious
I was hearing
if
stuff
anyone,
about it.
if
Maybe
anyone
tell
knows
us.
what there it is. What is that one? It's like a shield. It's got like an X. It says defeat, probably tyranny, I'm gonna guess. And then it's got like a banner over top. It almost looks like a pirate flag. It's very strange.
Cool.
We love our boys.
We're gonna march again here, eh?
I was hearing stuff about it, maybe not happening, but it looks like we are doing it.
I think they're going for it. So
No yelling at the media, guys. Just ignore them. They are invisible. And ignore the counter protesters. And we are doing a big horseshoe, guys. We're not. If you see a convoy, don't join it. It's a setup. Okay?
Yeah.
I learned that yesterday. Don't do it.
Oh no, the
Be
convoys
smarter
are
than
trapped.
you were yesterday. Oh my, Jer, are we getting our tunes there, bro? Freedom fighters, come get your hoodies.
Merchandise.
Oh, I love you too. Oh, I'm too close to the microphone. Too close to the speaker. It's getting hot. Mr. Trudeau,
there's not really a lot of counter protesters. I don't know.
I think it was pretty pitiful. It was like a half dozen people.
Mr. Trudeau,
Maybe I've seen 10 of them all day or something.
coming for you.
But compared to this,
Jerome, Jeremy.
and this is a question, right?
I'll see
Like
if anyone's
if
awake.
this city, as the media says, is so universally upset about this and everyone's heartbroken and like I don't see it. I've actually met a lot of people who are from Ottawa here and come up and talk to me.
It's just I wonder if these people ever ask themselves like whether they're in a bubble, like an echo. They accuse leftists of being in echo circles and making up language and all this stuff, but do they ever like reflect on that? And just like, wow, everybody I talk to seems to agree with me. Just like that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. Actually, you should be running into disagreement all over the place and with your friends, and you know something's wrong there.
There's a lot of support in this city. I've said it before too. So many businesses were supportive. The store where I bought my the cell phone I streamed. Actually, I guess I wasn't streaming with the phone. I was using it as a tether to before we got the Starlink. But
Don't freedoms don't end where your fear begins, everybody.
Guy gave me...
They consider themselves the silent majority? That's funny, because I consider them the vocal minority. They're protesting, right? Like, that's very vocal. That's very kind of...
discount on that, and then the camera store guy gave me a discount on that too. He was all excited to hear that the camera was going towards the the convoy. Like, anyway, what the media says about this, they talk as if there's definitely of course there's some who's upset, but I have met so many that are supportive.
He admits.
And yeah, I'm not surprised the counter protesters didn't really show up in any numbers, because I'm not convinced there are that many of them. Exactly, businesses don't want restrictions. The only thing that should
So this is the scene right now, but it says 6:50 a.m. That's odd. Look at this. Canadian free living.
Predictions, so
started streaming.
you just got to follow your gut.
But it says 7. It just must be on the camera or something.
Wherever it leads you. Most of the time, it's probably right.
He says in the chat, he's actually typing in the chat, my belly, my bowels want to throw up right now.
Yeah, all right. He went the other way. Perfect.
So yeah,
See?
it's not really...
He was all interested to come this direction, and still...
What's with the... Oh, I just noticed that. Yeah, the overlay, the fake snow. They would hate it if someone threw a weeks-long party on their street. Yeah, I know, right? Like, and playing, like, music they didn't like. Like, a lot of music that they just really, might have certain disagreements with.
You see me start bolting at the opposite direction. Oh, here comes...
This ain't country. This ain't real music.
Comes one this way.
So yeah, I don't know. This is
it's certainly nice to have.
There's nothing really happening in Ottawa this morning. We'll have to wait till like people wake up and get down the streets. Good morning, Sue. How are you today? We're kind of catching up on the footage from Live from the Shed, and we also found a pretty interesting vibe over here, where it's kind of like you're in the movement, you're like in the convoy. But this is in America. You notice all the American flags and American accents and American references. So we got bored of that, and now we're kind of watching Live from the Shed, and it's been okay. Lots of freedom.
Matter in a business is it's between you and your customers. That's what it matters.
And apparently he's been getting discounts, so I should be going around to camera shops being like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go live stream the Freedom Rally. Should hook me up, my guy.
Are your customers comfortable coming in? Are you comfortable with those customers? Then do business with each other. The government doesn't need to join in with that interaction. All right, Fringe. We're gonna do it right this time.
DMCA.
So,
let's get this done moving. Oh my God, it's Footloose. They're playing Footloose, everybody. When did Footloose? When was that song published? That is an old song, okay? I'm sorry to say it, but like that is an old song. 1984. It's literally Jorge Orwell's 1984's Animal Crossing. Oh God.
Well,
yeah, I can actually listen to it though. It's gonna be DMCA. So let's skip ahead. There we go.
Freedom!
Cool. All right.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah, Jorge.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. They extinguished the flame again.
People should park in the convoy people's hometowns and blast Wu-Tang. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Bring some like subwoofers and turn up the bass.
Yeah.
That's the thing I find amazing is that a lot of the songs they have been playing have been like not like bass heavy, or actually like it's all been kind of like heavy metal and like country and a bit of rock.
It's kind of dangerous. You wouldn't want us playing with fire.
Can you imagine going to a protest? You're angry, you're upset about an issue, and someone's playing Footloose. Yeah, man. Footloose, what were you angry about again? I don't know, I'm just having such a great time. Oh yeah, cool.
Last night, see,
it's so weird.
This is what's all very strange about last night. I was talking to Jeremy about it. The people in the crowd started telling everyone to leave before he did. Him and Beth Ann kept trying to stop people from going. They weren't ready to go yet, and all of a sudden someone on a bullhorn told them to start marching. We don't know who it was. People started marching and conveniently showed up right when some vehicles came rolling up that street. So there's just, yeah, it could all be coincidences. I'm not going to declare what did or didn't happen last night, but there's just a lot of coincidences.
Right, because there was like a bit of a confrontation between police and protesters, and the police had to sort of push people back up the road. So maybe that's a bit of an explanation. There's some miscommunication with the leaders.
That came together to form a...
I think we need to pull on this string, and surely the sweater will unravel.
Very strange situation last night. So the march left before they wanted it to and happened to arrive exactly when the vehicles did. So
interesting coincidence.
Interesting stuff.
No such thing as a coincidence,
And,
chat.
I suggest the internet sleuths among you, if you have time, look through all those live feeds, send me what you learn.
Everybody, okay, investigate. Citizen journalism is open. It's a wide open field. Anyone can be it, okay? You just got to be okay with the term sleuth, okay? If you're okay calling yourself a sleuth, have at her. Smells like Antifa? Yeah, could be. Big if true. Big if true.
I'm really curious to know exactly what happened. So let's do it. Let's march.
Yeah, let's march. Man, I think someone liked and then disliked me. Like, oh,
yeah,
this
someone
is
says
great.
no such thing
This
as
is
coincidence. Something went down. I'm just not going to declare what happened without doing some proper research on it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got fireworks.
Fireworks.
Just missed them there. Here we go.
I mean, it's pretty sizable. There's quite a few people. Fireworks during the day? Oh, yeah. I mean, at a protest,
Look,
for sure.
Love it,
I've seen
love
way
it. Check out the
crazier
streamers.
stuff. I've seen, like, way crazier stuff, like entire plumes of colored smoke or, yeah, fireworks are not terribly crazy.
Great showing today. Awesome. Vibes are great. Weather's awesome. The ride today was amazing. Check out my ride in a sidecar.
So
That's
you
some,
are
was a
anti-convoy?
good-
Yeah, kind of at this point, unfortunately, Sue. I hate to say it. It's just kind of like we're all sort of confused what it's all about at this point. I've been watching for weeks, for months. I attended the protests, but like, I don't know. It just seems like there's a misunderstanding around how we argue about freedom in our country. And so it's been harder and harder to take them seriously when they don't take the issue seriously. They haven't changed their position. That's something that often happens when someone's engaging with an issue for a long period of time. They kind of move around a little bit, you know what I mean? And here they've been really firm on a position that no one can really understand. So it's been kind of frustrating, to say the least. I'm not really like anti-convoy. I just think it's a bunch of misguided folk who are being sort of like confused by social media or something. Like I'm not really, it's, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of fine folk in the movement, but what they're trying to accomplish is deeply mystifying. And so we're here to try to figure it out. I've listened to the speeches. I've heard the thought leaders, but I'm still not there yet. You know what I mean?
Good time.
Still trying to keep
forward to a great afternoon here.
Still trying to keep my mind open. Please, if you are pro the convoy, we'll try to make this as welcome a space for you. But you know, if I see something silly, I will laugh. If I notice a contradiction, I will joke. It's entertainment. And the strength of any movement is the ability to laugh at yourself. Honestly, if you can't, like if you're a leftist and you can't laugh at Joe Biden tripping up the stairs, there's something wrong with you, right?
Everyone?
Oh no, not the Michael Jackson. That's the hard part. There's so much
Yeah, there's definitely the last
definitely
time
feels
I
like
saw
it's
this
gotten
happen
bigger.
very clearly was at
I feel like this is
Coventry
bigger
when,
than last
they were
time
stealing
they
the
were
fuel. Everyone there was unable to stream until about half an hour into the raid, after I guess they'd concluded everything was fine. So yeah, this. If someone wants to, someone should make an algorithm that you can feed in a live feed and it can count the people. That would be handy. But I'll walk the whole line so there's a clear image
she's
of
got a
the.
scooter. Did you see that? She had a scooter.
To extent, so when CBC or whoever reports a few dozen or whatever they say.
And a classic hockey stick flag. Yeah, represent.
I want that sidecar back.
This guy's loving. He wishes he was in the sidecar.
Hey, what's up? Hey.
Thank you, brother.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Been
Nice to-
following you since day one. Actually, I was in the shed.
Oh yeah? Did you visit the shed?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
great.
Well, actually, I'll walk with you.
Yeah, I just want to. I always like to try to see the whole crowd as much as possible to
Yeah, that's always really
debunk
nice.
when they say
This
a
and
few
that.
hundred or whatever they say.
No, it's genuinely quite a lot of people. I see
fringe.
maybe like
Yeah.
at least 1,000.
Good. Hey, nice
So
sweater.
you were like Doe?
Yeah, I'm
Who's Doe?
born and raised Ottawa, and I made sure to come here to
Who's
support
DOE?
and be with my fellow Canadians.
Well, it looks like we're near the end of the line.
A female deer.
I guess this crew doesn't want to march, so I'm going to start working my way back up the line. But yeah, nice to meet you.
Keep at it.
I've never seen so many
Okay.
Canadian flags. It is
See, now that-
honestly, I think like for the average Canadian, we would see Americans flag worship and just kind of raise an eyebrow. I know every time I traveled south of the border, I'd be like, wow, man, there's a lot of American flags. I never really thought about it. I've lived in Quebec and there's a lot of Quebec flags, and I kind of get that. There's a certain like, you know, bastion of Frenchhood, but the Canadian flag, Canadians I don't find are very like nationalistic or patriotic in that sense. We're all kind of pretty chill. So it is pretty odd to see so much Canadian flags, like just so many of them. It's especially with the American flag. And that's where, you know, my eyebrow starts to get raised. Like how much of this is Canadian culture and how much of it is American culture? Like look at this flag. It's so weird. It's so weird. Look at it. Freedom Convoy. It's got the American, it's got a truck, it's got a can. It's like one of the principles of flags is that you don't put words on it. You don't mix it with other flags. I mean, unless it's the translate. In which case you mix it with like Q and other.
Someone's asked you, the motorcycle drive-by was earlier today. If you want to see the motorcycle drive-by, to go back to my previous stream.
Freedom. A channel that makes fun of the whole thing, streamer like Tommy Temper. Well, Sue, I mean, this is one thing I cover among many. Like last week, we were checking out the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp, and that was a mixture of serious and silly because some of it was pretty serious and some of it was absurd, absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just kind of like here for the ride, just trying to have some fun. Apparently, they don't believe in sovereignty. They believe in sovereignty over the body, bodily autonomy. They're pro, but not necessarily pro-abortion rights. There's some nuance there, apparently. Because I saw Tommy Temper, and he seemed more like he had like a bunch of live streams going, and I didn't hear much commentary. I didn't stick around long enough, so maybe I just missed his vibe. But yeah. I mean, I'm here to have a laugh, but I'm also not here to sort of punch down. There's trying to find that balance is kind of tough. Especially when some of the things they're saying are just like rude, like fuck Trudeau. It's like, okay, where do I start with you? Where do we start dialogue? Where's our discourse?
Try to keep it clean and respectful. The chat, keep it family friendly.
Yeah,
it's my goal to, not about censorship, but about just making it as approachable as possible for as many people.
Oh,
to
that's such a weird flag to me. The American-Canadian split. It's like, I don't want to be like America. I'm sorry, guys. I don't feel that close. The American people are pretty chill, but their government's awful.
Liberté, 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 liberté.
Yeah, Kraus, that's totally true. You're always gonna find like some absurd people, but also like, not only are you gonna find absurd people on the fringe, when people self-identify as the fringe, you're probably gonna find some comedy gold. This has actually been pretty average. I think yesterday was a bit more ridiculous. The speeches were pretty wild, I have to say. But this just looks like a pretty generic march. Except their chants are still bad. Still just freedom. Freedom. your country back.
Yeah, that didn't work. There we go. The sun is shining brightly in Ottawa.
Also some rare flags, like this bottom one is a Quebec.
Yeah,
it's hard to see. It's the one underneath the Canadian one in the middle of the screen. It's like a green, white, red, and a dude on the front.
That didn't work.
Yeah, there he is. You can see it right there.
There we go. The sun is shining brightly in Ottawa. It's a beautiful day. It's been warm. I am way too hot in this sweater, but my knapsack is full with my coat because I was wearing it on the sidecar this morning. So I'm a little...
Yeah, I think I'm going to go catch some sun later today. Go live stream Tam-Tams maybe? That could be good.
Overheated, but we'll survive.
I gotta take my cat for a freedom walk. Oh, please, Technomika, give your cat a freedom walk, or else they'll start to feel like they're caged. Have you seen the tailgate parties for football games in the U.S.? It's pure insanity. No, I haven't. I know there's like a Neil deGrasse Tyson video where he's like at a football game in America, and he's like, "Whoa, what is happening here?" I mean, yeah, sidecar. That sounds like an exhilarating experience.
Yeah, you know what? First it's too cold, now it's too hot. I know.
Weather, how does it even work? Weather do be changing. This is a vibe. We got a sign that says Trudeau declared dictator of EU Parliament. Big if true. I've been to a game in Buffalo. It was nuts. Nice. There we go. Oh my god! It's a chant! Yes! I don't agree with it. I don't agree with end the mandates. I think the mandates are based and cool, but they gotta chant, everybody. That isn't freedom. That isn't liberté. That's actually a fucking chant that people can call in response. They did it. Oh god, finally. It's been months, but they got there. Oh, back to freedom. No, you did that already. Do the new one. Okay, oh, he's going through all the hits. He's going through all the hits. Dave from Live from the Shed. Yeah, that's why we're following him. He's great. I've been to a game in Buffalo. I follow TPC in Washington State, so I admire Santa. Wait, who's Santa? Is that like a code name? Yeah, that was very short. I got way too excited. Sag. Now the don't tread on me. It's odd. It's odd. Such an odd flag to see. Oh, what's that one? Is that a lion in the middle? Green, white, red? Because, like, freedom fighters, isn't that a term for, like, isn't that like the flip side of the term terrorist? Like, isn't that what you learn in, like, grade 8 poli-sci? And it's like, oh, geez, you know, if you, depending on how you look at history, you know, those things.
Yeah, who's fired up for Canada Day this year, eh?
Yo, some people want to cancel Canada Day. That's going to be interesting.
It's going to be good.
Let's go! Freedom! A truck driver in TPC made an awesome speech. Go convoy Canada. Wasn't a woman trampled to death in DC while carrying a "Don't Tread on Me" flag? I don't know if that's true, Kraus, but it sounds like one of those things that could possibly be true. Wait, what's TPC? Convoy Santa. See, this is why, and this is a message to everyone. Like, this is why I want a complex, like, not just one side in my chat, because some information is only available to, like, certain communities, and if you're not nice with them, or I mean within reason, you can't be nice with everyone. Some people are bad and wrong, but if you're not, like, closed-minded, let's say, you get access to, like, interesting stuff you never would have found otherwise.
I had to restart. I got my stream back.
Yeah, maybe you're far enough away from Parliament now.
I am.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, that's weird stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, let me check my. Oh, there's all my messages coming in.
Yep.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
I told you, bro.
Yeah, so
they got blockers.
The convoy Santa.
yeah, I just checked my other phone and all my messages came flying in. I wasn't able to get them when I was back near Parliament.
Yeah.
And Coda B just got back on his live. Yeah, I mean, once or twice, that's a coincidence, but I've seen that happen multiple times with
3 days in a row for me right now.
Yeah,
really
it's
hard to
weird
live
stuff,
stream.
man. It's definitely blocking certain phones, or at least limited them, because like once in a while a text came through, but none of my data transmissions came through. And
No, I was the same thing, man.
Yeah.
I could make a
See
phone
if
call,
there's
I
anything
could send a
else.
text, but that was it.
it's very strange. Yeah, I mean, of course they have jammer technology. I just can't believe they're doing it against a
Jammer
YouTube
technology?
stream. Like, come on, get over. Just the guy walking around showing exactly what's happening.
They love it. Look at the smiles on the cops, eh?
Yeah. There, the smile goes away when I saw the camera.
Freedom, 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 freedom.
Dave, live.
They had, I
What's
cannot
up?
believe, someone actually came up with a call and response chant that could have went on literally for like 20 minutes, easy, and it lasted maybe 4 bars. Wild, wild to me. So much potential. Gone in the innings.
The beautiful Ashley in the house. What's up?
Legend, we got a legend right here. We have a legend right here.
Looking good?
Absolutely. Isn't this incredible? This is absolutely incredible. I'm like the older brother.
What is
Your
she
bodyguard?
The older brother.
Bodyguard.
Melanie in the house.
Bye-bye. Going to see the USA convoy leave for Idaho today. Okay, see you later, Sue. Thanks for joining the chat.
Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you, officers.
I was walking with Ottawa.
Oh, there it is again. In the menu.
Oh, yeah?
You know Ottawa.
There,
right?
they're getting in again. Yeah.
I told him I should get him on the show sometime. Was you, Ottawa Scotty, out here today, too?
Yeah, he was here, yep.
Bump into him.
Viva Fry was here too.
Yeah, I saw him out and about.
Adam Nucci was here as well.
The whole family reunion.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Family reunion.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I was hoping to learn about Convoy Santa because I couldn't figure it out on myself on my own, Sue. But if you gotta go, you gotta go. If you have some time to stick around, throw us a link so we can learn.
Thank you. Oh, watch yourself. Oh, yeah? Great. Well, glad you're here. Yeah, I saw Zot was live earlier. I figured that was Charlotte. That's great.
They look like cops. It could be medical. I think blue is medical and yellow is cop.
Great. I love the bikes. It's
Cops
great.
are highly visible.
These cop bikes are sweet.
Orange is protesting. What's that one? No, what? I can't even understand it, and they're playing music. But what's the chant? Trudeau's gotta go. There you go. Hey, they're getting there. That's the second one we've heard. This is already off to a better start. Let's skip ahead so we don't get DMCA'd. More cowbell. Thunk, 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 thunk. Needs more cowbell. Qualities.
Sure,
Okay.
send me an email on this shit. Email me on the
shed account. The email address is on the YouTube.
The source is. Maybe we switch.
Yeah, wow, this grew since the start of it. Hey.
Truly the song of my people.
The bikes went out on a ride this afternoon, and so a number of the bikers will be in this crowd, I imagine. But
how could you tell?
They were only
don't have
allowed
the
to
bikes.
come in on that planned route, so
Yeah, that's normal. That's how
that
people
was
are.
respected.
That's
CTV posted hundreds of people and are live streaming. Okay,
a normal thing.
that's good. I wonder what angle they're live streaming from. Yeah, I mean, there comes a point where they can't ignore it, so hey, what's up?
You hear that? They're aware the lefties are paying
Good.
attention.
Good.
Oh shit, we're being watched.
Good to see you.
No mandate, no
Hey.
woman date. You hear that? You can't get a woman to date you anymore. We don't want mandates and we don't want no woman dates. You hear me? I don't want no Bumble. I don't want no Tinder. I don't want women dating anyone. Dating men, dating women. When women start dating, then you get mandates. And when you got mandates, then you got woman dating. And you can't have either. So we got to stop them both at the source. No mandates. No woman dates. B word 2022.
Hey. To Dana? Yes, for sure.
What an odd
I will do
sign.
that.
What an odd sign. It's the strangest one I've seen.
What's up? So we're getting near the end of the line here. But yeah, I'd love for someone to give that account. That angle should be able to give people a nice, accurate count.
I say 250. 300. Maybe as
Well,
high
let's
as
work our way up again.
500.
Thank you, officer.
Oh, DMCA.
Hey, Keely, are you going to see Peace Man? Are you going back out there or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is for Peace Man.
That was a short ball. Yeah. A short walk.
You can get it to him? I'll get out there eventually, but are you...
Especially since he's going against the grain. That means they speed up. Nothing quite says Canada better than a cowboy hat. Yeah. All what is it? All hat, no cattle?
Heading there after this?
I think so, yeah.
Or do you want me to hold on to it? You don't know what you're doing.
These people are
You'll
all
probably
hat,
see him.
That's my dad.
no cattle.
Yeah.
Okay, give it to Sam to give to Peace Man.
Yeah, sure.
Sound good?
Yeah, just
Sweet. Someone just dropped up a gift there for Peace Man. What's up? Oh, hey, how's it going? Good. Eventually. I'm not sure where I'll end up. Oh, is this for Shaba? I can definitely get it to Shaba.
My torque converter's getting repaired. It's in the shop.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Just give him that note.
Okay, please. Yeah, I'll get it to him. Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Man, being a micro celebrity.
There we go. Someone just handed me something for Shaba.
Yeah, everyone's got a request. And it's like, oh, can you do a thing for me? Can I get a photo? Can I get this? Can I get that? Standing on top, getting a good shot. What is that?
Okay, but the point is to not walk fast.
Yeah, I have to say, when I went to the one in Montreal, it was great energy. Everybody was like super positive. People kept hugging me and stuff, like freedom, liberté. Yeah.
There,
great vibe.
speed walking.
Speed walking down.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, everyone loves the marches. They always, all these people come out of the woodwork for the march.
Yeah, of course.
So, and people join in from the streets, and
freedom fighters.
It's great.
Freedom!
Back to the old Ottawa stomping grounds.
It's been about an hour, so support the stream, I guess, somehow. Maybe follow me on Twitter, huh? Yeah, that could help. Or like the video on YouTube, or subscribe or something. Whatever makes you feel good, I guess. But the more you support the stream, the more I want to do this.
Lots of different people streaming and filming, so you guys can go see exactly what went down today. Not hard.
Yo, I think Freshie right there, isn't that the company that is like bringing in the grocer tellers who are like on a screen, and they work like somewhere where the minimum wage is like $4 or something really low, like something crazy? Like, oh jeez. Oh no, yeah, there's that company. That's not very freedom loving. Suppressing wages is anti-freedom. The more you make for your dollar, the more freedom you have. If we really want freedom, we'd want an economic bill of rights. We'd want there to be some sort of law or constitutional amendment that makes billionaires a policy failure, that they never exist again. You know, if you hit a certain, you get a maximum income. You hit a certain wall, and all of that 100% you get taxed after a certain amount. Like let's just end this charade. Let's just tax the rich.
Catch up with it. Got a gap in here now.
They're digitally outsourcing their jobs to South America.
Ooh, I'm busting a sweat.
Dang, yeah. Made some real coin. I mean, it reminds me of the TFWs for Tim Hortons, the temporary foreign workers who were brought in, and there's still like all this finagling and lobbying going around to try to keep that going. Those flags have been around a long time. Wait, which flags? The Canada-US combo flags? Really? I've never seen them before, the Freedom Convoy. Define a long time. Yeah, the US combo Canada flags, yeah. They've been around for that long. Our brothers in Allah.
Tomorrow at like 7 o'clock.
Wow. Yeah, there's another. There you go. They're getting a rhythm. No, and it's back to freedom. Man, it's like watching thought germs compete for like space. It's been really interesting to watch like which mottos survive, get chanted, get repeated, and this particular movement has had only two parents: Liberté, freedom. You've seen them when you visited in the States in the mid-90s? Oh wow, okay, so you're talking way back. No kidding, no shot. Wow. Oh, we got some DMCA music. Let's skip ahead. So he walked all the way to the front. Now we're gonna get some good shots from the front. It's actually not that big, is it? Maybe, yeah, like 500 people max.
Yeah, should have brought the shorts out, eh?
I know. I am busting a sweat.
Buddy, I'm dying.
I don't have room for my hoodie in the knapsack because I got my coat in there.
Oh, man.
So I was on the motorcycle, right? So I was cold this morning.
Buddy, I'm ready to fucking strip.
No.
Pardon my language. Sorry.
This is beautiful out here.
Oh, man.
Just wait till Canada Day, bud.
Be this hot.
Here's a bit of gas money to start your tour. Hey, thank you.
We don't need it.
Yeah, May.
I mean, it astounds me that the people who are pro-freedom haven't made the connect to celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day over Canada Day. Like, that's a pro-freedom argument, right? If you're pro-freedom, you would be like, yeah, Canada Day is not based. Canada Day sucks. Stole a bunch of freedoms from other peoples and then built a nation upon which you granted them like lesser freedoms. Like there's entire second-class citizenship for Aboriginals most of our history. So for me, like the greatest source, the people who need the most freedom are Indigenous peoples, right? Like, isn't that the logical conclusion? I don't know. I've given up on facts and logic.
Oh, nice. Commitment.
Right? I'm thinking about doing something like that.
Nothing says freedom like colonialism. Like, shit.
If you could get up there, that'd be...
I would too.
Yeah,
I totally would.
I know you would.
I know you would.
Good-looking people. Hey, of course they are.
Cool. I mean, it's kind of small, eh?
Yeah, Ben, unseen dogs in the house.
A lot of fanny packs.
Wonderful. Gets a little scattered here. Hey, what's up?
Happy birthday.
Line got a little spread out. Hey,
It's funny to me that like when it comes to the like the rolling convoy, the freedom convoy stuff, it gets so partisan. Like if you're sympathetic and you're on YouTube, you're like, why is this person making fun of the convoy? What the fuck is going on here? It's like such a partisan reaction. Just like, yeah, man, like it's a protest. There's always silly people at protests. What are you talking about? I love it. It's great.
They eat chicken or steak, whether they're jabbed or unjabbed, whether they like beer or wine. That is none of the government's business. And leave us alone.
Yeah, and there's always someone who's brought like music.
Let go because of
oh, that was worse. How did he get away with it? That's what I want to know.
A desire for control of their people, separating those who obey and those who don't obey, those who are under their control, those who are not under their control. They don't want people to think for themselves. They want people to fall in line and obey. And that's not what a free country is. We're free to disagree.
That's why they had to work with a whole nother party in order to form government. Like, compromise is at the heart of our federal government at the current moment. It's a very weird take. We have a minority government.
Choose for ourselves. Sorry.
It's so strange.
And we thank the Ottawa Police for their cooperation. And
you just talked about like people who follow the rules and do as they're told and those who don't, and now you're following it up with, oh, those police are really great. We really worked well. Some of those Bernie Sanders rallies had some interesting characters in attendance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would definitely watch a Bernie Sanders rally and poke fun at all the crust punks and, you know, lefties who have got ridiculous slogans on their shirts. But sometimes there's also really good signs, and you sometimes get really good like slogans that come out of some lefty protests. We've gotten a couple good ones, but they've mostly been just kind of silly, like the line is an idea, hold the line is an idea. Like, that's just not something we actually take seriously. It's a good line, but it's a little silly.
Working to keep this peaceful and civil weekend. It's been really great so far.
You know what's also peaceful and civil? Sheep. Really makes you think. Really gets the noggin jogging.
So, you know, a little bit of difficulty last night, but today's been awesome.
I think they can agree on whether to be civil disobedience or peaceful. I know a lot of these people did not pay attention to politics for the pandemic. Yeah, for sure. And now that it impacts their lives, they convince themselves there must be a grand conspiracy. Yeah, everybody's suddenly an expert on politics because they've like gone online and spent a couple hours reading it, and like, oh, suddenly I understand how the world works. Inflation's caused by Joe Biden. It's like, oh my god, you guys, like, you got to get your opinions challenged a bit more and handle that whole interaction. Like, just going online is not research. It's just not. So yeah, it's kind of sad to see. It's kind of frustrating. And like, definitely that's part of what has been my interest is I can tell these people aren't very politically activated or weren't before because like everyone's so fresh-faced when it comes to the protests. The slogans are so bad. The speeches are so empty. And it just shows a lack of practice, a lack of organization, a lack of like time put into it, going to other protests and learning from them, learning from other movements. Compare it to like Le Printemps d'Érable, you know, the student protests way back when, or the BLM protests, or the Pussy Riot, the Pussy protests, the women's rights protests, I should say. Yeah, it was robust. There's all sorts of different perspectives, and they're all fighting for attention, and all have very different slogans. It was a lot more like a melting pot. Yeah, LARPing as protesters, LARPing as active citizens. Like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Hence the sort of like fetishization of it. They're not protesting, they're freedom fighters, right? It's a whole extra layer that isn't required. Freedom fighters, you know, there's usually some violence, there's bloodshed implied in that. Like you are like, the fight there is not metaphorical usually in that case. So yeah, it's hard to read this as serious. It's hard to say like these people have thought this through and also taken into consideration people who disagree with them. You know, the strength of a protest movement isn't like just what the idea is. It's, you know, how many people you can bring to your cause, which is usually a mark of like how many different coalitions you've built. If you looked at the climate change movement in Montreal, it was like 500,000 people, 500,000, and that's because so many different voices felt that they could get their that they had like a reason to be there to support the cause. This is pretty small, and there's a lot of flag waving and a lot of brouhaha and a lot of virtue signaling because they want to make it bigger than it really is, to make it seem larger. It's just a big LARP, just a giant LARP. I don't know what policies they're after anymore. And the mandates, I mean, have you been seeing what's going on? Everyone's getting sick all over again. Like wasn't there the joke the other day? A bunch of the airlines are struggling to find attendance right now because a bunch of people got COVID after like the mandates came down from a federal judge. It's Looney Tunes.
Yeah, you done good. Yeah, love you, buddy.
It also helps to explain like the bad slogans.
Free hot dogs downtown.
I can't believe that they have not come up with better slogans. 40% of COVID hospitalizations in Ontario happened in the last 4 months. No shot. Yeah, that's the part I really couldn't wrap my head around for a long time, because I'm trying to change my behavior based just off of like the stats that come out from like the science or whatever. This is a really weird scene. But even still, even when I was seeing those numbers spike, like in my head, it's like, yeah, but we've been going through this for 2 years. That can't be possible. We did the work. We vaccinated. We wore masks. We did the whole thing. You got to be joking me. But you know, the numbers were the numbers, and it's just like this human thing where you normalize experiences that have become common, regardless of how dangerous they actually are, until all of a sudden, like, yeah, you're not feeling so hot. So I don't know.
Yeah, I have a bad sunburn. I know, that's good.
Oh, he is having that.
I'm extremely pale.
I ended up getting it about a month ago. It was brutal. Most sick I've ever been. Would have been a lot worse if I wasn't vaxxed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Milk Toast. Yeah, from what I've been hearing, like, that's basically it. Like, it's not necessarily easy, and a lot of my colleagues got it as well. And some of them are older, and they're not like, yeah, this is easy. They're just like, it's the fatigue. I'm just tired all the time. I can't break out of it. And I got a huge sympathy for that. Like, that sucks. This is a vibe. Oh, don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, racist. What's the over under that this lady is indigenous? Here, I'll drop this so you can see her. What's the over under? Who's willing to take a bet that this woman is indigenous? What the fuck are you doing, lady? Play it again. I'm not gonna play it. But wow. Wow. Just zero respect.
Yeah. Sunburn for the cause.
My phone's gonna die.
What if I told you can wear sunshine? Yes. I just every time, the first time I forget because I'm not.
Could be opera. She's what is it? You've never been sick since? Oh, so you must have built a strong immunity. That's interesting.
Used to summer being a thing yet, and it's only April, so reflection in my hood.
I don't know if that's
best idea, and may end up getting burnt, but we don't want to live in a society where the government checks for whether I have sunscreen on before I go out the door. That would be ridiculous.
I mean, no, I can easily imagine a world, you know, maybe in 50, 100 years where we have no ozone, maybe things go horribly wrong, and people are getting, like, wicked bouts of skin cancer because we've just, like, destroyed the planet, you know? It's fun to imagine. The government will protect you, whether you like it or not. Protect me, Daddy Trudeau.
Another 25 or so minutes. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to keep it going, guys.
It's the music I gotta skip over, unfortunately.
And you're burned by the end of a day or two with little pain. Sounds good, thank you.
You live in a society. Yeah, sorry. You're born into a society. You never escape it. I'm sorry. It's painful, but it's true.
Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Donated that chalk too.
Oh,
How's the guy messaging on Instagram?
Oh, thank you so much. That's wonderful. There we go. Great.
Watching all day when we came back.
Oh, no worries.
I feel like I could have made this. I feel like I could have went there. I guess it's the hotel fees that would have made it impossible. It's like $400 to do a round trip for a couple live streams. I don't know if it's worth it.
Come on.
Just put up.
One second.
Guys. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Come on, keep going. Keep walking, guys. Let's go. Keep walking.
Someone's shouting freedom and another person is telling him what to do with his body. He's telling him to keep walking. That doesn't sound like freedom to me. Do you not hear his calls for freedom while you tell him to move his body? Jesus. Jesus.
Keep marching.
I thought this was Canada. I thought this was Canada. Imagine being told to march. That's some goose-stepping bullshit.
Yeah,
right
none
there.
of that. Don't need any of that. Just some angry drunk think he splashed some beers.
What are they filming? This is the march from yesterday in Ottawa. We're waiting around, unless you're talking about something else. Randy Marsh? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I thought this was Canada. Actually, no, if I remember correctly, it's actually way funnier to do the proper line. I thought this was America. Like, somebody in a Canadian protest waving an American flag, doing the Randy Marsh line. No, I thought this was America. I find that really funny. That's a puppy.
Hey,
Puppy.
your freedom puppy's on live from the shed.
Freedom puppy.
How you doing? It's a cutie.
It's a freedom puppy.
Hey.
Free makeup. Get your free makeup.
What?
There was a group of people filming a drunk.
First,
yeah, okay. That sounds
Doggy's
about right.
first protest. There we go. Welcome.
Oh, the DMCA is getting pressure.
Yeah, Beaver wanted to snuggle. Yeah, he likes his pup.
That dog was too small to walk, too. Freedom puppies?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Oh, don't tell me you're against freedom puppies.
What's up?
Not too much, man.
Yeah, shout out to Viva. I was running low
Only Satan is against freedom puppies.
on power,
You're not Satan, are you?
and he gave me a battery pack to help me out.
Oh, nice.
The more I get to know him, the more impressed I am with him just as a person.
Aw.
Great guy. Shout out to Viva Frey.
Yeah, they
Thank
seem
you
pretty
for
awesome.
all he's done to help tell the truth.
Well, I don't know that part. He's done a good job. He's done a good job.
Oh, we'll work our way up to the front again.
Just gonna skip ahead on this music. DMCA.
Yeah, well, you saw here what really happened, and we'll see what story comes out after the weekend, but
I guess like it's small enough that whoever's playing that music is just like pretty close to earshot half the time. It's a bit frustrating. But I guess
there
that's
we
freedom
go.
for you.
Flag wearers in the Corvette.
Can't tell him to stop, that's for sure. And I don't think other live streams are up yet. That should be like a bit cheer or something.
And comments are way behind, I think. I'm still seeing comments about the puppy. See, that's the way you gotta ride. This is like me this morning with the sidecar.
This guy's loving the sidecar.
Yeah, just get pulled around.
I just love the random yells. You never know when they're gonna sound off.
Let's go. Ottawa on the perch. Let's go. Ottawa.
So most of the all of the live streams that Tommy Tempers got up are all just driving streams right now. Okay, we'll skip.
I don't even know where we are. I never got this far at the convoy.
You're doing really good, though.
What's up?
Go, more cowbell!
I never came this far
More
out of the
cowbell,
downtown.
everybody! We got cowbell! Hell yeah!
Oh, here we are. Now I recognize.
You asked for cowbell? Well, I got you some cowbell.
I said yes.
Got your cowbell right here. Got a fever? Cowbell fever?
We're the biggest march in Canadian history.
No, this is not the biggest march in Canadian history, my guy.
There we go.
Not even close. There's $500,000 in Canada, in Montreal.
It's more of a march than we're hustling.
That was, I think, the biggest.
This is like James Top Speed.
United we stand. Freedom fighters
What's
Canada.
up? I know, I'm very sunburned.
Yeah, he's gonna collapse.
Yeah. My.
Let's go back a little bit. I think if I have like a video that is like too long, like let's say over 5 hours, and there's just a bit of DMCA, you'll lose the whole clip. You have to take down the whole stream. It's really frustrating.
Later, Dave. Not right now, Dave. Later, Dave.
Seems
Pinches there.
I know.
Seems pretty chill. Some people got good drip, some people do not. That guy do not have good drip. Oh.
James Top is in Brandon, Manitoba. Good to hear. Check in with him again. Yeah, I don't
know if this background music's gonna get picked up. Let's see what else we got in this clip.
Jeremy also sunburned. I would expect so.
Oh, we got our chat back.
Thank you. Good save. Almost backed into that duck.
Skater boy.
At a march, at least.
There's a lot of flags. We got a video from Morgan. It's like
Hey?
You're awesome, man. I need a hat.
I know.
You're burned. I say, tell them
I'm well burned already. Yeah.
everyone is making fun of his sunburn.
Yeah, I have a big head. It don't work very well.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I love the French chant. That was the first thing I remember from Ottawa was showing up. I was just gonna say the first night. Remember, it was all liberty. Liberté, liberté. That's all I heard the first night. So many Quebecers. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Quebecers represent. Jeez.
I know how to say liberté. That's all I need.
Yo.
To the Americans watching, our French is way worse than we pretend that it is. We do not do a good job of learning it, unfortunately. We should.
C'est juste toi. Toi qui es faible. Oh man, I wish there was a way to like count how many times. Here we go. Hello. Antifa is trending in Canada. Oh yeah, let's go. Viva Frey he's doing 1 minute screeds. Let's see what he has to say.
We're still a free country though, by the way. You can still protest. For as long as the government says you can protest. For 20 minutes, fine. 23 minutes, it's an occupation, break it down.
23 minutes. You guys were in Ottawa for weeks. I think that's a bit different than a few minutes.
You can protest so long as you follow the neat little itinerary that the government...
Yeah, you guys are just learning this now? It's been a point of contention for like decades in Montreal.
...authorized you to take. And if you take a wrong turn, occupation, arrest. Woo. No, it's a free country when the government can tell you when you can protest, how you can protest, how long you can protest for, and if you dare push what they might think is the envelope, they will come in and destroy your life.
That's because the police are representing other people's interests that might not agree with the protest. I mean, protesters have the right to get their word out there, but their rights come into conflict with others all the time. You can't just start popping off fireworks like ad nauseum, in a downtown core. Police are probably going to clap you up good, even if you're on the correct route. Of course there's limitations. We have limitations in free speech in Canada. You're not allowed to just spout hate speech willy-nilly. You will actually get clapped up by Canadian law. So I think these people need to think long and hard about like what freedom really is. It's not just this single like mana. We just need more of it. It's something that's an argument. It's something you argue over.
Through malicious, incessant prosecution. Yeah, they have all the money in the world to prosecute Tamara Litch, to prosecute Pat King, to prosecute...
Sorry, ever since I broke my mic
Brian
stand...
Peckford, to prosecute Randy Hillier.
Ever since I broke my mic stand, I just like... Yeah, sorry. Thanks for fixing that, Mook Toast.
To prosecute, rather, to litigate with Peckford, to prosecute Randy Hillier. They have all the money in the world to waste on judicial systems, judicial resources, prosecutorial resources, all the money in the world for that. Go down there and talk to the homeless people. It would be nice if the government gave them as much attention as it gave those rowdy protesters.
This guy's popping off hard. Man, even his coffee's bad. This is how you know our society's falling apart. Look at his face when he drinks that coffee. It is some bad beans. No. That's the face of our country falling apart, everybody. You do a TikTok or a Twitter and you can't even finish it off with some good coffee. Ugh, awful. Country's falling apart.
It's not even worth the calories. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
You see that? It's not worth the calories. This reminds me of oh god, that other conservative who rants about Joe Biden's economy and how it's broken coffee. Can't get his cappuccino. Okay. No, it's a smaller streamer. He's black. He's young. Very gay. That's right. You heard me. A black gay conservative. They do exist. They do exist. They're funny. Freedom. Any other interesting flags? Is that a Nova Scotia flag? Oh no, DMCA.
Great.
Alright. More cowbell, everybody. And also more DMCA. I want more cowbell. Less DMCA.
It's crazy. Then, I mean, this is another thing of just evidence of the support from the city. Of these crowds. Oh, I mean, you can prove it for yourself. You can see how.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson's like a millionaire paid by billionaires to lie to the middle class or something like that.
The crowd grows as we march through the city. People join in. This is a lot bigger than when we started out.
Yeah, raise your hand if you've ever joined a protest that you didn't know was about, but you just saw it and you just joined it just for fun. Just like, you're like, oh, look at those people. Let's see what's up over there.
So, a lot of support from the city. Seeing, well, you saw it for yourself. People waving from the balconies, and for sure, there's the middle fingers, and you saw that someone splashed beer at someone or whatever.
Oh, that's
so
rude.
there's those
That's
who.
rude. I don't like that. That's bullshit. Like, I don't care how much you don't like the Freedom Convoy or this march. Like, don't spill beer on people. That's gross. It's dirty. Like, it's gonna be sticky all day. It ruins their day. It's shitty.
There's those who aren't happy, but
You love blindly
it's
following
not
crowds? Yeah.
by any stretch of the imagination universal.
Hold the love. I don't get it. Don't you hold the love because you're like reserving it? You're like holding it back?
And I've seen a lot more support than I've seen criticism.
Would you like some extra love with that, sir? Oh no, hold the love, please.
These stories that the media paints as if
He's got a Viking hat. Nice.
it's like the entire city hates us, no one supports us. As you can see, it's clearly a lie. It's a mixed bag for sure. And
My guy,
no way to
I mean, like, you get 1,000 people to march in a city of like 1 million. It's gonna look a lot to you, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot of people.
And unfortunately, what happens then when our governments, they give people permission to be hateful when they say, oh, the city is sick of you, the city doesn't like this, then it gives these people permission to act out as if they have the support of the city government to behave that way. It's not right. And that's why you can't dehumanize people, whatever you think of them, whatever thing they have that you might disagree with. Thanks. Things go bad when you start making person the other and dehumanizing them. Very good. We're at the back again. Well, that's a pretty good crowd.
He's been putting his work in, man. He's been going up and down this crowd, back and forth. It's a lot of work.
It is an amazing crowd.
Okay, we'll work our way back up again.
That's not hate? Not wanting to be terrorized for weeks on end is hateful? Yeah, basically.
Last up.
Anytime you tell me to be quiet, that's basically pure hate. That's just being the devil. I'm allowed to talk. Freedom. Freedom.
That was the last I was told.
Freedom.
But I haven't been able to speak to him directly yet.
Freedom. Not a lot of people are covering this, I'm gonna be honest. This isn't as, I wonder if Jordan Peterson has any opinions. Can we handle any Jordan Peterson opinions on this? Oh my god, he has a thing about tearing down statues? Oh, I have to watch that. I got a whole poem about tearing down statues.
What? That cop took a hug?
Oh,
he's a wake up man?
What's in?
He's awake. He's awake.
Church. Shin guards? Stop. Really? I just gotta go to the washroom. I'll be right back.
That's good.
Manny!
Whatever. If he's hugging people, I probably shouldn't film him or he'll get fired. So I'll let that officer be and let him hug people. Because that's the situation we're in here, is if police are too nice to us, they'll get themselves fired. So I don't want to be a part of that. That is quite a flag. No, actually, I tried. There was this cop with a sweet mustache earlier when I wasn't. Yeah, that's a flag, all right. There was this cop with this awesome, like, curly mustache, and I really want a picture of it because my friend Luke loves a good mustache. And I tried to get a picture. He was a really nice guy, but he wasn't comfortable taking a picture. And can't help but wonder whether there was some flack from, you know, because the city's trying to look all tough on people. So they don't want to seem too nice. But he was a great guy. I chatted with him for a bit, and he's got a sweet mustache. But didn't want to take a picture. But respect to that mustache. Oh, let's try to catch up here. Now I'm need a segue. That'd be fun.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, where's? Oh, don't tell me I lost my sunglasses again. Nope, they're there.
You have a wicked sunburn.
I know I do.
Oh man, I hope O Canada isn't DMCA.
Oh, for the
Get in
cause.
trouble, then.
It's better than arrest, so I'll take the sunburn over prison.
Prison.
That's what it was. Could be worse.
I thought the only person who got arrested like drove his
It's
car.
like, oh look, I can cut off the
somewhere
corner.
he shouldn't
Sneaky.
have.
You never stop, do you?
Oh, there's some footage here that I didn't see before. This is interesting. Sorry for the noise. My computer is very slow right now. Sorry, everybody. Here it is. Here's the full clip. Twitter is awful for showing videos. This is the 29th. Police shoved women down to the ground. The crowd responded. This is from No Truckers, No Freedom. So probably a grain of salt here. But let's watch. Let's find out. Let's see for ourselves. Let's see what's up. Pushing going on. This is where things are getting a little testy. Police are holding the line. Quite the scene. Look at this guy. He's got a whole helmet on. That's a serious helmet. Big Bear and Mystic Green Lion. Show people out. I guess Big Bear is that guy, the t-shirt company. And Mystic Green Lion is the source for this video. Wow. Spicy. A little spicy. Yeah, I think I guess we caught this yesterday after this had calmed down. We had watched the clip after the police had figured out a circle to protect themselves, and then they started clearing the street. Interesting. Peaceful. They're just yelling it. I mean, people are pushing and shoving. Okay, so that was interesting. Let's go back to where we were. And also, this quality is kind of bad, so I think I had another clip that might be worth watching while we wait for people to wake up. There was also the Jordan Peterson, the problem with tearing down statues. I thought I would laugh at that for a little bit because, you know, it's Jordan Peterson, and I have very strong views about tearing down statues. I'm gonna level with you.
You never saw Canada that strong. Yeah, I'm gonna get started here in just a few minutes.
I like the trumpet.
It's so nice. That beautiful day.
Oh, we're back to our simple drum beat. The 1-2.
It's a little sound, man, but look how the vibe is.
Look at that 1-2. 1, 2. Sorry, I will never stop making fun of bad drum
We're
beats.
such a nation.
Sorry, not sorry. So this must be right before the speeches. And we saw quite a few of the speeches. This is a nice little vibe. I didn't know there was like a trumpeter. Love to be a trumpeter.
All right, I'm going to get started here in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then I'm going to get started.
I'm surprised there's nothing from Jordan Peterson on the Freedom Convoy. I'm honestly really surprised by that. Apparently there's a clip from 2 months ago where he has a difficult message for them on the Rubin report. That could be interesting. Any interest in this?
There's definitely signs that we're at a very precarious moment right now, right?
Jordan Peterson has a difficult message for the Freedom Convoy from February. So just a few months ago.
Right, the government of Canada is now calling these emergency powers, and you know that once the government goes with emergency powers, it doesn't give those powers away quite easily. So Jordan Peterson, who of course is from Canada, okay, Jordan Peterson was a professor at the University of Toronto for many, many years.
Peterson.
He was born in Western Canada. I mean, he's a true son of Canada, and then became the most influential, you know, public intellectual on the globe.
Over Margaret Atwood. It was Margaret Atwood before Dr. Peterson, everybody. Yeah, that's right. The one who wrote, like, the Mad Adams series and Handmaid's Tale and is one of our greatest, strongest writers. Yeah, no, fuck her. Fuck her. It's Dr. Peterson now.
He gave a little video, did about a 3-minute video, right before Trudeau announced the emergency powers. And he talked about this precarious moment we're in. Because, you know, when you start getting somewhere, right, as the truckers did.
He's the most influential Canadian in the world. I don't think he said person, but he's currently the most influential Canadian. That is a fairly true statement, yeah.
They did it right. They started getting somewhere. So some of the restrictions were being pulled back. Well, then some people start walking away. Maybe the radicals double down, the government reaction, et cetera, et cetera. So Jordan put out sort of a basic warning for where we're at the moment. And again, I just want to reiterate, this was done before, a few hours before Trudeau came out with his emergency powers.
Okay.
I've been asked to say a few words to the truckers in Ottawa.
There we go.
And so I've given that some careful consideration. All you protesters, you've accomplished an awful lot already. You know, the Conservative leadership has crumbled, and
true.
Aaron O'Toole has been replaced by someone who is giving a fair bit of voice to your concerns. You now have a voice in the House of Commons. All the people you represent have a voice in the House of Commons. You have 4 provinces that have moved quite precipitously in the direction that the protest was hoping for. starting to lift mask mandates on something approximating as
So
reasonable a timeline as
he is saying they were the cause of that. I think most of us disagreed on that.
might be expected under the circumstances. I'd like to commend all of you for your diligence and work on accomplishing what you have accomplished under trying conditions, and also for keeping your heads in a way that's actually been a model for the entire world. The fact that you've been able to remain peaceful, you haven't taken the bait, you haven't responded with violence to quite remarkable denigration and provocation. That's
Wow.
a sign.
Wow. The Freedom Convoy was being provoked?
Kind of tremendous discipline and
Yo, they got flags that say fuck Trudeau. Isn't that denigration?
care. It's going to get more difficult to maintain as this goes along. So I hope that you're all in this position to allow a sufficient victory to be sufficient to move forward without rancor.
Wow. He's calling for peace.
Grateful for the effect that you've already had and the support that you've
Interesting.
received.
So you would expect Jordan Peterson not to be totally on board with the rolling convoy because he feels they've achieved their goals?
And to move forward to a normative peace. And
oh no, this is before the Emergencies Act, so this is him basically saying, guys, you know, you got what you came for, time to leave.
The reestablishment of our country's economy and our psychological and social well-being. So that's pretty much all I have to say at this point.
3 minutes into a 7-minute video. Okay, cool. So that is it. So I guess it's very much, hey guys, we won, time to go home, wrap it up. And he's saying it before the Emergencies Powers Act. So even within the movement, conservative thought leaders were like, maybe we've overstayed our welcome. Maybe.
I mean, first off, there's just nobody better. You know, careful with his words, sober, optimistic, realistic, clear, all of the stuff. I am, Jordan, if you're watching today, I am truly honored to call you a friend and someone that let me join the ride for 1.5 years when we toured together. I wanted to bring up one specific point that he brought there. And again, this was before Justin Trudeau ramped this all up.
I had a friend in school who had the same logic-driven emotional demeanor as Jordan Peterson. Yeah. Fucking Jordan Peterson, man. I in the early days, I was like, maybe he's right about this whole I don't know, control of speech by leftists. But it didn't take very long for me to be changed of that opinion. It's also possible he was trying to get them to leave because rumors that Trudeau was going to use the EA was around 8 hours before he did. Yeah, that's also a very good point, Blades. He's smart enough to know that optics are everything. And if the libs were willing to go that far to use the law that's already on the books, so yeah, that's a real potential threat, I would definitely put out a message, be like, okay, guys. White flag.
He said it's going to get more difficult.
Regroup.
You have to allow for a sufficient victory. And that's what was happening.
Right.
Until Trudeau ramped everything up, right?
Oh, he missed on it. He missed on the point, which was like, guys, you know, tear down shop. Things are going to happen if you stay.
There were premiers in Alberta and some of the other provinces who were saying, we played the videos on the show here, you saw it over the last couple of days, that were saying, we're going to scale back on some of this stuff. We hear you, we know you're frustrated. They were even saying, we know you guys have done this peacefully and you've protested properly. We're going to, you know, reverse.
No one was saying that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Course on some of this crazy lockdown stuff and
Everyone
the mandate
was super
stuff.
upset.
So they were getting their victory. And then what Jordan was saying to them was, now that you've gotten some measure of victory, you have to be careful because, you know, some of you, the say more marginal people involved are going to go away, but the people who really believe in the cause, they're going to continue in essence. That's where things can get, you know, radicalized, et cetera, et cetera. So there was a really interesting moment there.
I think he's adding some words there. I don't remember Peterson saying any of that.
And that is an important piece of this, right? Regardless of what side you're on, it's like when you get some victories, you have to know you got a victory.
Right, that's why we were all kind of confused that it went on for weeks on end. Like most protests, you have a weekend and people show up for that weekend. That's a victory.
You have to be gracious for that. So I think that was happening. It's actually, that's not that I think it was happening. It was happening. We know they were getting victories And then the question was, well, how do you take that victory and move forward? Now, the problem is...
Breaking news, Dave Rubin misses the point of something. Egads!
Just as some victories were happening, just as...
I've honestly never watched very much of the Rubin Report. This is like maybe... I'm getting close to a full hour at this point. You know, I've watched maybe 50 minutes of Rubin. Not a lot. Alberta is probably one that he thinks was peaceful, despite the premier privately sending a letter to help due to the unlawful blockades. Yeah, and wasn't that where all the guns and the conspiracy to murder charges were laid against like 4 people in Coots, or that was in Coots, Alberta, wasn't it?
As say a true healing was on the horizon.
I got into a big argument on Twitter with someone who was really downplaying that. Like, yeah, I shoot guns all the time. This is a normal amount of guns. And I'm like, okay, but the police charged them with conspiracy to murder. Like, why are you just skipping over that part? That's a bad thing. Oh yeah, that is bad, he says. But let me argue with you about the guns and how these are normal. Like, oh my God, it was such a head spin.
And like, oh, we protested properly in a Western democracy. The government heard us and they're going to scale back on the stuff that we're protesting. Then Trudeau just stepped in it because about 2 hours after Jordan posted that video, Trudeau says he needs emergency powers.
The federal government...
Yeah, because the local, like the municipal forces were totally broken. They capitulated a key defensive position, which was to let trucks into the downtown core. And you're not gonna buy the space with police to bring in the equipment to clear that out without like significant police. You need a lot of them. And that was kind of the problem. I've really only watched him when other people are dunking on his show. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he's pretty easy to dunk on, I guess, maybe.
Has invoked the Emergencies Act
like Nick
to supplement provincial and territorial capacity to address the blockades and occupations.
And he's going to arrest protesters. And they are going to find people out on the streets, and they are going to come after your bank accounts, and they're going to go after the crowdfunders, et cetera, et cetera. So now Trudeau is the one who just poured gasoline on the fire. So I will actually I'll text Jordan right after this and see if maybe...
It's just really odd. Like, it is an escalation. A lot of people on the left are totally, like, absolutely got eyes on this because they're worried it's just going to be abused in the future as well. But I just find it odd how little self-reflection there is about escalation on the right. Like, are we just going to skip over that part? They occupied the capital for weeks. That's a pretty significant escalation.
He'll put one of those messages up directly to Justin Trudeau and stare directly in the camera and say, Justin Trudeau, well, you almost had victory to some degree. Not victory for Justin Trudeau because he wants ultimate power. That's what sits beneath these people. But Justin Trudeau had an offer.
Whoa, what do you mean by these people? It's a minority government, my guy. Are you also throwing the NDP in there, or all libs? How about the person who was in the Green Party and then switched to the Liberal Party, last election? Is she also these people, or when did she become these people? When she was a part of the Green Party, was she not part of these people? This is dangerous rhetoric. Like, I don't like that at all. It's very bizarre. Like, in Canada, our political stripes are not our identity. I would hope that I don't like fucking paint myself in the colors of the NDP or whatever. Let's not be like the Americans, okay?
Ramp. There really was a way that we weren't going to be in the situation we were in today. That's what Jordan was laying out there. Like, take your victory, like sit with it for a little while, guys. Go. I got something.
Yeah. Every time I see it milquetoast, every time I always drill on it. Who do you mean by they? Explain. Go on. Go on about that part, Yeah, I don't know. It makes me squidgy. I don't trust it.
And it was good. And let's go home for a little bit, or let's keep the pressure on, but let's acknowledge that there was a chance. That was Justin Trudeau's off-ramp. They were giving it to him, the other premiers, by saying we're going to scale back some of this stuff. But then he just went all in. And that's what they do with everything.
Is that true? Were there off-ramps offered by the provincial government? I thought Doug Ford was AFK. He went snowmobiling, right? Wasn't that one of the streams? Yeah, because I found a picture of him snowmobiling and put that up as the banner. He went hard right when Trump showed up.
That's what the left and progressives and whatever remains of the liberal structure that has been decimated over the last decade or whatever it is, They double down on everything, and that was over.
What does that mean? The liberal structure was decimated over the past decade. It's like a sentence that you could find yourself nodding along with, but if you thought about it, it's hard to understand what he means by that.
Always the danger. I mean, watch my videos, literally, guys, from 6 years
How could the left be decimated if they've held power for the past decade, right? Haven't the libs, aren't they going on like year 8, something crazy? Like one of their, like a really long... So I don't understand that part. If anything, the conservatives are in shambles. That was the point that Peterson made in this video. Wait.
You've accomplished an awful lot already. You know, the conservative, all the people
right
by
here.
someone who is giving a fair bit of voice to your concerns. You now have a voice in the House of Commons. Conservative leadership has crumbled, and
the conservative leadership has crumbled from Dr. Peterson's own mouth. Like, yeah, that was one of the big fallouts, was Aaron O'Toole, that whole arc.
Aaron O'Toole is being replaced by someone who is giving a fair bit of voice to your concerns.
And I think he's talking about Bergen, who is trying to like represent it, but she's intermediate. Like, we're all eyes are on, I guess, Pierre Poilievre and Jean Charest, of all people. Yeah, like we've all kind of moved on. And at this point, like that was a big L. It was a massive L for the conservatives to put up an interim leader who was like pro freedom convoy. It's just like, you guys just lost your leader over this. What's going on with you? That's what I call that's shambles. There's no incoherent ideology for the conservatives right now. They're arguing with, amongst themselves. I mean, Democrats do it, or like libs do it all the time too, but you know. Hey, we're moving on. I'm curious what this sidecar thing was. Let's see him have fun. From the sidecar, buddy. Freedom. The fact, I know, it's like Aaron, he was the egg-shaped one. He's the one that looked like a thumb. From the Maritimes. He was really forgettable.
Let's go.
Almost as forgettable as the one before him. Who was before Aaron O'Toole? Shearer? Man, Shearer was so forgettable. What an empty suit. Oh my god, I hate Shearer. Yeah. What is it? Like every accusation is an admission at this point. Yeah. Like, part of the power of forming a political party is that you can get everyone to vote one way, which gives you, you know, legislative power. But it also means you have a brand. And if people start to equate your brand with lying and bad faith and all this stuff, like, your political prospects go to zero. You can't do much unless people trust you. And if the only reason they trust you is because you use the right buzzwords, then you always got to keep changing the buzzwords, making sure you're on top of the latest trend. And that's part of why, like, it moves a little slowly, why the buzzwords don't change really rapidly, because everybody's trying to, like, clout farm. But it also means it's vacuous. You can't make a speech just off of buzzwords. You actually have to have some real serious conversations that have happened, some thinking. So I guess that's kind of why I've been frustrated by this. It's a lot of joyriding. Like, literally, like, look at this. This is perfect example. It's just joyriding. They're just joyriding. Just LARPing and joyriding. Just woo-wee, everybody. Isn't protesting fun? And, like, most people are like, protesting is necessary evil. Protests are a lot of work and don't actually necessarily amount to justice in our systems, like in our institutions. There's so much more work to do after that point. And I don't see any of that from these fine folk. They're just driving around. It's just a fucking party. So I guess that's kind of why, like, I'm still fascinated. What's animating them? Where's it gonna end? At least with BLM, I know where it's gonna end. It's gonna end with middling reforms in the judiciary, in the justice system. I know you are, but what am I?
Coming into downtown.
This is a good shot, though. Look at this shot.
I'm not clear how many bikes. Several hundred, I would think.
Several hundred?
I'm not good at counting these things. Here we are, coming down into downtown Ottawa.
Yeah, this is a vibe. This is a good shot.
Poutine Fest here on the left.
Poutine Fest. Oh man, I've had a poutine in a while. Go for
Shout out to Poutine Fest. Wow, that's a lot of cops.
It's maybe 30 people. Yeah, right? You can actually see the front of the... There's a few turning there. But like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe 10 in this column. 10 in the after the curve. Maybe just stretches
I'll
off.
just ride back with you. This is fun.
Stretches off, right? Oh, wait, there we go. That's a good picture.
I'll just stay put.
Maybe 50? Oh, there you go. Yo. And the Saints came marching in. And the bikers came roaring in to town. Everybody, here they are. Vroom, vroom. That's pretty big. That's like 2,000 maybe? Definitely not no. He's such a goof. He's such a goof. Okay. I have a little brief segue. I have no idea where or what to do with this, but you need to know. Everybody needs to know this. It is very important for your education. The Great Ice Ball Earth Theory, okay? So here's the regular flat Earth model, okay? Okay? Old, boring. No one cares about that anymore. This is the new and based model, which is that the sun has melted a pond in an ice ball. And so that's why we're surrounded. That's why we're surrounded by... No, Earth is not a ball of ice. Earth is still flat, okay? But it's flat on a sphere, and it's been melted into a disk, which is how we get, well, we are flooded. There's an ocean, right? The Earth is flat. It sits on top of it. It checks out. Everything checks out. That's why the sun goes around us. Stupid. So stupid. Oh, I love it though. The Great Ice Ball, possibly hollow. This is my favorite conspiracy theory. Possible that our planet is just another one of many ponds on the Great Ice Ball. Sounds like we need to do some exploring. Anyone want to get to the edge of the Earth? I hope YouTube doesn't like clap me for doing conspiracy theories. I'm just trying to have a laugh, okay, YouTube. I still can't find any live streams from today, even though it's 11:30. Odd. I'm gonna keep looking. This is Ottawa. He was another good one I was gonna show, but honestly, we found so much other footage. So yeah, let's check this out. I think it's right before the speeches, so maybe we can catch the early speeches. Freedom. We need the truth, everybody. Okay, Techno Micah's the convention planner. That's gonna be helpful.
All right, I think that's enough waiting. If I could have everyone's attention, please.
Perfect timing. Please stop drumming.
Okay, can everyone hear me out in the back? Good? Okay, good. So,
wow.
Before I start, I would just like to thank our Indigenous brothers and sisters who came here and did a smudging ceremony for us at our sacred ground. So, round of applause for them. Thank you.
So the only other live streamer I could see is Brighton's Thoughts, and he's just on Twitter looking at Ezra Levant, and I'm just not gonna signal boost that guy. So here we are.
Okay, my name is Andrew McGillivray.
There's a church thing going on where the organizers asked for no filming, so that's why there's nothing right now. Oh, I did see some church stuff though. A church service in Vanier. Thank you. I was trying to find the Rolling Thunder site and I couldn't. Sunday service, CCPV, Ottawa. I do see some Sunday Mass streams, but I think these are... I think these are not... Something tells me this has nothing to do with the... with the Rolling Thunder.
Alléluia, nous dansons pour le Seigneur.
Okay, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So I don't think it's that. Maybe it's this.
There's always a temptation to jump ship so that we would escape the pain, the suffering, the humiliation.
Yo, who owns ships? Who owns ships nowadays? But this guy's just delivering a Sunday Mass sermon, so I'm guessing that, I'm guessing, yeah, there's no cameras, we can't watch it, Saj.
I will be reading my speech because what I like to say is I like to
Hail
start
Satan.
fire and it might get us in trouble, but we have a big
Hail
crowd here,
Satan.
so I need to make sure I don't say anything.
My boss was complaining about inflation. He told me he might have to sell his boat. Oh, fuck. However will he survive? Jesus. Oh, my God. I hope you don't have to contribute or anything.
Correct. So I am a naval officer. I retired from the Canadian Armed Forces about 7 months ago. And I am a... Thank you.
Poor guy. Yeah. He'll never recover
And
financially.
so I'm one of the founding members of Veterans for Freedom.
Freedom.
And just a quick point, I know everyone's asking about our merchandise. We didn't think we were going to sell as much as we did at our fundraiser, so it's coming. We'll put out an announcement maybe in about 2 or 3 weeks. We're going to get our store up and running. And
Vegans for feminism. Yeah, V for F.
you can get on there and purchase the mugs, the t-shirts, and everything else. So that is coming.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened here in February on our sacred ground was a disgrace, okay? Our veterans were here to support their truckers in their right to peaceful protest, okay? The veterans here felt the...
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting when people peed on the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and danced on it. I agree.
jack boots of the police who boasted and bragged about that in their internal chats, okay?
Exactly.
With that being said, I probably had about 50 interactions with the rank and file police while I was in Ottawa, okay? 99% of those interactions were positive.
This is not surprising. Yeah, of course.
They thanked me for my service. They asked about my career. And so we do not want to demonize all of the police across the country for the actions of a few, okay? So please keep that in mind.
Okay. With some light,
And so what
light applause.
happened here in February, what the federal government doesn't know is that they poked the bear, okay? They poked
Don't poke
the
the
bear.
bear. Don't poke the bear.
The veterans are standing too.
Clap for peace.
We will step up and we will defend the rights and freedoms of Canadian citizens as we did in our past life, okay?
Wait, a past life?
And
Wait,
like
what
my
do you mean
brother
past life?
Daryl said earlier, we are at over 500
Like reincarnation?
applications. By the summer,
They
we
like
will
to
be
demonize groups based on the actions of a few.
into the thousands, okay? We will have thousands of
It's the whole
veterans.
shtick. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, right now, they're upset that if I understand correctly, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier got barricaded. Like, that's what they're upset of, that they lost access to this because there was so much access, there was so much freedom, people were pissing and shitting everywhere.
And so one major
little
announcement
too much freedom.
that was made at our fundraiser on Thursday is with the Army. They have honorary colonels who are part of their regiments or whatever. So I'm a Navy guy, I don't know all the details. But with us in the Navy, we have honorary captain navies, okay? And so a big announcement for us on Thursday was the honorary colonel of Veterans for Freedom is Brian Peckford.
Brian Peckford. Why do I feel like I recognize that name?
That is a huge announcement for us in our organization. So now, the government-funded media, or GFM, I like to call them, okay? They're going to smear us.
Yes.
They have already
They did just make
started.
up an award. All awards are made up, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay that they did it.
They email us. They ask us for interviews. In the emails, they thank us for our service, and then they turn around and write hit pieces on us.
Ooh, slimy. Boo.
If they want to attack veterans and
Give him the
veteran
chair.
organizations,
Like the one you
who
hit
have
over the head.
defended their
Nothing like it.
rights and freedoms, they have the right to do so. They are just going to have to live with themselves, okay?
Wow.
And I got a lot of questions
Shame.
because I've been putting in about 16, 17 hours a day with my fellow steering committee members. And they ask me, they say, hey, Drew, why is your mind so sharp? Okay? And the reason being, there's three things. One, I don't think...
So my pals came up to me and they says to me, be weird. Why are you so sharp?
Alcohol, I stopped about 2.5 years ago, okay?
Oh geez. And then now I look like the asshole. Am I funded by the government? No, I'm funded by you. You can support me by subscribing on Twitch, and you'll get to watch me while I run ads. I'm not really running a lot of ads because I don't want to piss you all off, but you can donate to me directly. I get all of it. Or free ways you can like and share and tell a friend. That's how I make money. Soros has not yet cut a check. I keep asking, but I doubt he's ever been accused of being sharp. He might have just misheard and just like, yeah, I'm the sharpest tool in the shed.
That lifted a mental fog that I'd had for over 20 years.
That's a good story, though.
The
He
two
got sober.
other things that I've done that do not affect me in whatsoever and keeps my mind sharp, and I like to call it the unbeatable mind, is I do not watch government-funded media.
Government-funded, so you don't watch, like, CBC? Okay, that's cool, I guess. Ben Shapiro vibes. He's not talking quick enough, and there's no like college, student to berate. So I don't know if I agree with you there, Milquetoast. Actually.
And I do not have any social media. Okay, I
No
believe
social media?
that those two things are a poison. to our
Wait. So then, how did you get here? He's writing it on a piece of paper. I believe this guy.
minds.
But
Okay, so keep that in
he
mind.
is very much the exception to the rule. Oftentimes, the way I'm thinking about this is like how social media campaigns have affected the minds of huge amounts of people. But here we got someone saying that wasn't how their medium. It's curious.
Now, with that being said, Veterans for Freedom.
You think he's just addicted to Facebook? How does he know what to criticize if he never watches it?
will not lower ourselves
I don't know,
to their
actually.
level.
I don't
We
know.
will take the high road. We believe in inclusive patriotism.
Bro, Canadian patriotism is inherently exclusive. The concept of Canada is alien to, like, all the indigenous folk who lived here before us. Like, what the fuck's a Canada?
We will work hard to unite Canadians, not divide them. We will work hard to set a positive example for the future generations of Canadians.
Freedom.
And
Muslims
so
for freedom.
The hate and vitriol
Allahu Akbar
has already started with us. We receive endless emails calling us traitors, racists, white supremacists, anti-vaxxers.
No, it's definitely when you see people flying flags that say like, "Don't tread on me" in 1776, and people start to get a little nervous and shifty and start to get uncomfortable.
The usual playbook. However, with my brothers and sisters in arms, what they don't know, or what our people know, but what the haters don't know, is
Brothers
that
and sisters in arms?
we have over probably
Not in Allah?
more vaccinations than 99% of the world's population. We are not anti-vaxxer.
Wait, stop.
We are
what?
pro-choice. That is it.
What is happening in this speech? What is going on? Where are we? That was such a weird...
And so the people who email us spewing their hate, I actually feel bad for them.
The reason that we're one of the highest, most vaccinated countries in the world, I don't know if we're top shelf. I don't know if we're in like top 1%. That might be true. But it's generally because like governments have mandated it, because there's been a social push. There's been a real cultural and legal push to force people to abide with some basic health protocols, like even something as simple as wearing a mask. You actually do need to force people to do that. And it works. All the studies have seemed to show that, yeah, it totally works. So I don't know what's going on here. Pro-choice? Like what? When did we start talking about abortion? In Canada, women do have access to reproductive rights. Like what the fuck?
They've succumbed to the hate, the segregation, and
on pregnant women getting vaccines. Oh, that's a tough nut to crack. Ubiquitous. Oh my gosh.
division that has been sown by our government-funded media and all levels of government. Every soldier knows that we are fighting for the rights of people to express themselves. Soldiers don't fight for the hateful words that come from someone's mouth. They fight for everyone to have the right to speak freely. What these people don't know is that they can insult us all they like, okay? But the brother and sisterhoods that have been forged through our military service, through combat, is unbreakable.
Unbreakable. We got we actually might have some live footage from today.
Damn it, I was literally about to copy and paste the link of his stream into my chat.
I got tricked.
So you guys can like give me a shout out to him or something like that. But
it looks like he found,
whatever.
He found this stream that was covering the church. Yeah, the only clip I saw was like a bunch of people at a church, so I think you're right.
Our resolve is infinite. We will be the beacon of light for you in these dark times. And so I just want to talk about something else that is near and dear to my heart. Right now, we have over 900 of our brothers and sisters in arms who are being kicked out of the Canadian Armed
I keep waiting for him to say in a penalty into the penalty box
due to their vaccine status.
Imagine people in the military being like, wait, the military tells me I have to take a vaccine? What are you talking about? Thought he was going to mention Ukraine. No, of course not. It's for military members who are getting in trouble. We watched a clip of someone in his uniform talking about walking across Canada to protests, this and that, and he got clapped for it. Ooh, love to hear a good shame chant.
And so with those people being kicked out, that is over $800 million worth of your tax dollars being flushed down the drain. 17 pilots at $30 million apiece. 2 of those pilots are 427 Squadron pilots. They're our special forces, the best of the best. Some of them are only a handful of years away.
I thought this was America.
21 years they've served our country. They are now being kicked out. They do not get their pension, and they do not get their medical benefits.
That's called the dishonorable discharge. Oh, you fucked up if you're getting that.
For them and their family for the rest of their lives.
Oops. Oopsie. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap up the audio.
And so what I ask is if you can call your MPs.
Time for a career
I know
change.
Everyone talks about the letters and that sort of thing. We need to put pressure on them to say, hey, why are you doing this to our serving brothers and sisters of Canada? So if you can, reach out to them and let them know that you as a Canadian citizen are not okay with that.
We are not.
We are not.
And so
I mean, it's the military. What are you gonna do about it?
I wanted to give a shout out to a fellow sailor who got the boot a couple weeks ago.
Damn.
Okay? He was in 16 years. He is 9 years away from his pension. And his name is Evan McFatridge.
Yo, imagine torching your career over this.
And so Evan
There are more
came
important
down
causes.
and made his way down here to come to our fundraiser and support us. So we have Evan over here. I just wanted to step up to the stage here. Come here.
Yeah, like for the people who torch their careers, do you think in 5 years they're gonna think it was worth it? You think it's gonna be like a lasting movement?
So he got kicked out. His wife has to go get a job, and he has to take care of the kids, and he was the sole money maker of the family, and it's thrown his, well, I can't speak that, it's thrown his life into upside down, but he's
Yeah, let him
because of that,
let him tell his own story, buddy.
He's had to change his whole life. Okay, so Evan is one of our brothers who's got kicked out over this vaccine.
Yo, Chris Sky is trending in Canada.
Unacceptable.
Why is Chris Sky trending? Among the people I personally didn't see speaking anywhere, and I'll gladly be corrected if I'm wrong, was Chris Secocia, aka Chris Sky, world's most prolific human rights advocate. And yes, when I think Chris Sky, I think vast knowledge and articulate / sarcasm. Real Chris Sky TV. He has a Twitch. Will I get in trouble if I show him? Is he gonna say stupid shit? He has his own website. Oh man, these people are the worst. It goes so hard. Oh, I'm gonna become one of him, aren't I? Just hopefully with good opinions and not bad opinions. Yeah, he calls himself a journalist. Oh no. So there we go, everybody. This is pretty damning. This looks like he did. Let's see. What's the time now? Can we figure out when this is? Because I'm not necessarily convinced this is recent. If we check out his Twitch, we'll have to double check, see if we can find a date stamp. I'm kind of curious. I'm not gonna show any of it just because I don't trust that he's gonna have content within TOS. But yeah, there we go. Ottawa Rolling Thunder. So it looks like he did go live. Almost looks like he butt dialed.
Joseph Explosive.
But you can't butt dial. What is this? This is a weird. It almost looks like he went live on accident. It's not like giving a speech or anything. It's just me, or is that odd? It's odd, isn't it? It's odd. Okay, so that's a dead end. We don't care anymore. We're back to speeches.
And, well, he's one of our brothers.
You wonder if he's also an attempted dog word? Oh my god.
He is my brother, but I definitely mentioned the brothers and sisters already. We know that. So, with the veterans here, and people who want to come speak to me, even the counter-protesters, okay? We are going to kill them with kindness. I will stay here.
My ears perked up there for a bit.
I will stay here until every single person who wants to speak to me, whenever that lineup's done, I will stay right to midnight, and I will talk about the movement. I will talk about Veterans for Freedom, and that is how we are going to win. We are going to win through communication and honest discussion with these people, okay?
Based. You
Personally,
can do it.
I'm tired of the F. Trudeau stuff, okay?
Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Stick up for some dignity here. I'm tired of hearing this civility and reach across the aisle and we're love and peace and you're flying fuck Trudeau and Trudeau ate my babies. What the You can't do it. You can't. It's just ridiculous.
Military, we have something called the Globe and Mail test. Okay, when
We're going to kindly, yeah, we're going to kindly unlive them on Roblox. I really wish these things they said were true. Yeah, it's always posturing and virtue signaling. It never carries through into action.
we do stuff, we say things, we say, okay, what's the Globe and Mail going to write about us? Okay, so the F Trudeau stuff is not something we support. Okay, so you can do what you want to do, but remember, you're setting the example
Look
for
at
the
this
future
biker.
generations of our future generations.
He just walks
of
up to
Canadians,
shake
and
his
that, in my
hand.
opinion, is not the way.
That was so weird.
Generations
The guy's mid-speech. Pick your moment, my guy. Pick your moment. You can shake hands after the speeches.
of our future generations of Canadians, and that, in my opinion, is not the way to do it.
Exactly.
Cool. Good to hear.
We do need your help. Okay, we have a stand
That didn't get a big applause,
over here
though.
at table. We have a donation box there. A lot of us,
Could have been
like
an
myself,
assassin.
we're on half pensions. We don't make a lot of money. We put as much money as we can into this organization. But if you can help us, we will be your conduit. Okay, you guys have jobs and full-time jobs, etc., and families to take care of.
Money in the cup.
We will be your conduit, and if you help pass that on to us, we will fight for you. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. If you can help.
Conduit. Although condiments are kind of like conduits because they are a delivery system for flavor. So, yeah, either or.
Help us out, it would be much appreciated, and we're going to continue the fight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Truck yeah, brother.
All right, and I just want to give a shout out to Neil. Okay, Neil said something, and he got the ball rolling on this. So I just want to get a round of applause for Neil, and then we'll conclude, and we'll be all finished here.
I'll be you, conduit. Put whatever you want in me.
Thank you, boys. Okay,
Horny.
so I'll be over at the Vets for Freedom table. If anyone wants to come and talk to me, I'll be here till, like I said, that line's all done. Thank you very much.
He doesn't know how the mic stand works.
Drew?
Buddy, you can't figure out a mic stand? Just interact with it for like a few seconds. Turn any of the knobs. Just try. You just don't immediately give up.
Really?
Bro.
You guys are absolutely wonderful. What a great day.
Aw.
Now, something
you're
that just
wonderful.
happened a few minutes ago. You saw the police come all the way around here. The lights on, all the way around. We didn't ask them to do that. They came and saluted this monument today.
Truck yeah, brother. Truck yeah.
They came. We did not ask them to do
Police
that.
are on our side.
Although I did say to the LO, I said at some point in time, your officer's going to have to salute that monument. And I think that stuck with him. So that is a very big part of our healing to start. Ladies and gentlemen, the police officers on the left are bringing up their Harleys. Give them a salute, please. Thank you. Thank you. I know right now there's a little bit of anyway, I gotta go.
The police officers are riding their Harleys around.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All right,
Yeah,
ladies and
world
gentlemen,
peace,
I
everybody.
encourage you now to go put money.
We solved racism. We solved racism and classism and capitalism. It's over. We've done it.
in your meters so they
Easy.
don't get a huge parking ticket. And we encourage you to go out and see them. And then we encourage you to come to the
Police officers are riding around the monument as a salute to the.
So is that virtue signaling? Is that another example of virtue signaling? Right? Like you drive your hog to show people you're a hog.
monument, and so that's something that they're doing on their own. This is cool. Look at this.
Hogs.
Look at these bikes.
Oh wow, a penny. Penny. Oh, what are they called? A penny whistle or penny farthing? Oh fuck, what are these called?
They're doing on their own. This is cool. Look at this. Look at these bikes.
An old-timey bike.
So I could hear the.
A penny farthing. Penny farthing. I knew it had the word penny in it. Who drives a penny farthing? These were famous. These were the reason people stopped driving these things. It's because they're really known for tipping over and you face plant. Yeah, that's mostly why people don't drive these anymore. Penny farthing, yeah, crazy.
Check out the police officers.
That's a real reject modernity, embrace tradition. Wrong biker gathering. They're like, I'm having trouble keeping up. Why is he running? Run! Run! There's a shed.
I think
He's
they're gonna
attracted.
come down here.
Freedom!
Alright.
We got a whole essay.
So the police were riding around. I was kind of wondering what that noise was, but they were riding around the monument as a salute to the monument. And the vibe here is good, guys. Like the police
Vibe's
are,
good, everyone. It's like a first-person shooter game.
Seem to be supporting what's going on here. It's been pretty good so far. A couple tiny little problems, but for the most part, it's been really great so far. Yeah, the vibes here are good.
Positive vibes.
What's going on here? Sure. Didn't know that.
Well, listen,
dispersing a little bit.
It's a beautiful day out, and I'm thinking I could go do an IRL stream today, huh? What do you think? Watch me do some slacklining? Maybe walk around Tam Tams? See a nice beautiful day? Could be fun. I'm really craving a Kui Naman, which is like this delectable treat you can get at this little bakery on the way to Tam Tams. So that could be fun. It'd be different. Little IRL stream. And I haven't slacklined in so long, so I'm a bit out of practice and I'm a bit out of shape. But probably can still get on top of it. Woo. I think it would be a nice. I need to figure out like music. I'd only stream to Twitch, and I need to play some sort of music because, yeah, it would be one of those kind of like you're watching someone on a slackline bounce around, and it's got like chill music, and you're like, okay, this is a vibe. All right, I get it. It's like do I have any flannel and Oakleys? I don't have sunglasses. I just do not wear sunglasses. I never wear them. But flannel, maybe, yeah. Do I know what flannel is? Let me look that up before I just speak with confidence here. Flannel. Yeah, I do have flannel. I have like one flannel thing. That could be fun to wear. It's really big on me though. It's like more my comfy, I'm at home and hiding from the world shirt. I'll probably just wear this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm like in shorts. Yeah. But like walk around. I'm thinking like I set up the slack line and then maybe stream, walk around. Nobody's gonna steal my slack line. You know, you can't take it down. And then set it up. I just don't know how to get the camera set up. That's the part I don't have like a gorilla, like one of those gorilla grips that sort of grabs onto it. I have a selfie stick and I don't really know how to make that work. So that's kind of like the experiment. It might take me a while to figure out. I'm just kind of like, so let's see if we can get this going. But hey, it's the end of the stream. If I'm live tomorrow. I'm live in a few hours, and it's going to be beautiful day in Montreal, Tam Tams. It's going to be a vibe. I'll have to show you the drum circle, of course, and then maybe some slacklining. That could be fun. And yeah. Let's see if anybody's live right now, and we can raid them. Is Denims live? Denims is live. Let's go raid Denims. Denims is based in cool. Okay, everybody, go say hi to Denims. It's such a lovely community. One of the most wonderful communities on chat. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you hopefully later in a few hours. Bye-bye. Au revoir. See ya. Bye, YouTubers. I'll see you later.